Nailed it. I nailed it. But we're almost nailed it. There's a delay there. That sucked.
Like a seasoned professional.
Like I've done it once. Nice. Well, welcome to Building with Buds. As you can see, there's two of us here currently.
The two best.
Yeah, the two best. Rick Brickham is just, well, he's late. He's having some computer issues. So he should be here right away. He's in the chat, so he's halfway there, I think. And Tanner's driving around in a car, and he's an amateur. So we got to come up with a story of what Tanner's doing in his car.
I thought this was after his second hearing of hitting that woman. I think they finally have served him.
He's actually doing his community service.
He is.
Yeah.
He is.
Sweeping out the zoo.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, I mean,
that was pretty horrendous.
It wasn't really a hit. It was more of a roundhouse kick to the solar plexus.
Yeah, and he was surprised she got back up because, like he said, he hit her with the shot. And what I mean, I don't want to speak for him. I'd hate to do that.
Yeah. Well, let's welcome some people. We got PB and J. Do you want to take Tanner's line there? Can you remember it? Delicious as always.
What?
Delicious as always.
Yes. Scrumptious. Scrumptious.
Well, you're already down. Of course, Aspen's there. Rick's in there somewhere. Mike's there. Cam guy. Cam, I'm feeling a lot better. Yeah, way better. I had the COVID there. I was run down for a week, and that was it. I didn't have anything other than that, so that was pretty good. Wendy, how you doing? Who else is in here? Parkdale Playboy. I see Grandpa T there commented earlier. It's his birthday today, so if he pops in, we'll have to say happy birthday to him. And of course, Brick Doctor's wedding himself, so that happens.
Oh wow!
Yeah, well, it happens. I mean, I'm not opposed to it not happening.
It's a busy little Saturday.
As long as it's not on me, then I'm okay.
Sure.
Who? What are you building? Are you doing Seinfeld?
I'm gonna put together Seinfeld.
Huh. You did. You were working today on. I popped in there for a couple minutes. You were working on the medieval blacksmith shop. Did you get that done?
I did. Yeah, we had 3 bags left, which were pretty simple, right? You're just doing the 2 sides of the roof, which are great.
Yeah.
And then the wagon at the end is the last bag. So nice small little builds to kind of finish that out, which was nice. But beautiful set. Absolutely beautiful.
Hey, Brick Girl, how you doing?
Hello.
Yeah, so no, that I popped in there, like I said, for a quick minute there. I went to comment and then I fell asleep. So not because you were boring, because I was tired. It was just after the gym, so I was dying. And I'm gonna do this fella right here.
You know, it's 7 inches tall.
It's over 7 inches tall. I believe is what they said. This one actually, I've been kind of in the dumps there a little bit, and I had one of the good friends of the channel and a great YouTuber himself, there, Brudski, sent me a little care packages, and this was in the care package. So very, very, very kind of him. He's a very nice gentleman, very nice soul, that guy. I wasn't going to buy any of these because I just wasn't in the stars, but I'm going to build this, and it's going to be over 7 inches tall.
And worth every inch.
Worth every inch.
It's actually, it is much nicer in person than the photo art really makes it look.
Yeah.
And it's some of the angles and stuff on it are really nice.
Is it lightable? I'm thinking this thing needs lights in there.
Well, you use white plates behind the translucent eyes to get it to kind of to brighten it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming if you remove that, you can access it.
Just get a little LED in there. Hey, yeah. Sting, how you doing?
Hello, hello.
Well, I guess no time like the present. Dive in and
right. Oh, I already cut this open.
Get after this guy. You might be more than one night into that build.
Probably, and that's okay.
I'm thinking.
That's okay. Oh, I thought the bags were already open. That was going to be terrible.
Yeah, they just gave you a box full of parts.
Yeah. Oh. It's the new ideas way. Here's a new idea for you.
Oh, Cam guy's already asking what everybody in the chat's building.
Oh my gosh.
Matthew hasn't been present here last little bit.
Fresh and early.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Well, I'll chat while Eric opens some bags up there. You got, how many bags are in that set again?
Let's see. I see 9 numbered bags.
Oh, you should be done right away.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And Tanner, like I said, is in his car. He should be here shortly. We'll see, but depending on traffic. So,
plus it also depends on his court-appointed driver, too. You know, that's going to play a role in how fast he can get through.
His isn't as funny as the tugboat festival.
Well, you know what? That's not funny. That's why. It's a legit serious thing. Oh, it was a ton of fun. Over 7 inches of fun. That's already after dark. Your thing on a level of fun.
The problem with Eric is there's no filter. It's after dark before you even get started.
No, we just don't rate things 1 to 10 on a number scale. We rate them 1 to 10 on a length.
Ever since you lost those 2 fingers, we couldn't get you to count to 10.
That's right. I can't get to the mute button fast enough.
Yeah.
On myself.
Yeah. I think I'm about to say something bad. Click.
And I don't care who hears it.
Oh, over 7 inches. 5 bags and 7 inches.
Well, you've got me beat. We have 9 bags.
Morris said, finally made it to the store to check out the pab. They're cleaned out except for a few cloud pieces of new stuff. Yeah, Tanner had sent a picture the other day. They had quite a bit of new stuff there, hey?
Yeah. They're, I think we talked about some positives and negatives of the new online pick-a-brick wall, right?
Yeah.
And it seems like one of the positives for the States is increased parts availability for the in-store pab walls. You know, we're getting parts that have been available on pab walls in Europe for years now.
Yeah.
That we just never could get. So hopefully there's more good stuff coming. I checked yesterday at mine and they had 1x4 white tiles, which I thought could be good. I didn't grab any, but and then just kind of some of the same old stuff they had before.
Then you're going to do a project here coming up and be like, son of a bitch, I need some white tiles.
And then I'm not going to have them.
And you're not going to have them. I picked up a few white tiles there when I saw them on the wall because they came available on our wall a little while ago. So I grabbed some.
Yeah, it's just stuff you don't, prior to this, you don't see them.
Yeah, exactly.
Which always amazed me on how they supplied the new Lego store for you guys, because it's such a huge wall, right? Yeah. To have varying parts throughout the whole thing's got to be pretty difficult.
They did really good for a while there, and then of course with COVID and stuff like that, they went, "Hey Tammy, how's it going?" Oh, he's watching, and we can't. Well, we'll talk a lot about him here, Tammy. Then, just so he can't get mad at us and say anything back. And don't you dare type it for him.
That's right. Now's my time.
Yeah, now's our time to get him.
I don't care if he's just going to hold on to all of it and just unload in a week on us. I don't care.
So yeah, back with Wendy's not doing Lego, but 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle tonight. The Bonsai Tree. Nice. That'd be cool.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, when our wall first opened up, fully stocked. Awesome. Like tons and tons of stuff. Harley was kind of taking care of it then. And as COVID kind of came around, the wall basically it was big and it was always full, but there'd be like 4 bins of crap he didn't want, the exact same piece of stuff he didn't want. You know what I mean? So they just spread it around a little bit. Yep. Now it's getting to the point where they're actually getting back to getting some parts and pieces on there and filling it up.
It's definitely a good problem to have. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
So in true Tanner form, there was some more stuff talked about today. I don't know if you saw any of the Brick Clicker stuff.
I did not, actually.
But about promo stuff coming for May the 4th.
Yeah, that's the one he sent us, the keychain or something.
Yeah. So that looks like it will be a VIP. Trying to remember, I think he mentioned it was about 1,000 VIP points for the Han Solo VIP keychain.
Yeah, and then they said, his Lego manager said something about they're still going to do the blue milk.
Yep.
And then something for the other thing.
Which I wonder, the rumor was before, right, that they made too many of them, and that's why they were going to start offering from May the 4th, right, on the blue milk.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I guess we're never amazed with Lego anymore, but...
Well, only the best will do. Hey, All Bricks Count, how you doing?
Hello, hello.
3 different promos. That doesn't count the VIP gift, yeah. I have one of the... I have the Han Solo keychain.
Mm-hmm.
You said it was a Han Solo keychain that was coming out? Another one?
No, it's the Beskar armor.
Okay.
But I think that Han Solo was like 1,000 VIP points, I think.
Okay, yeah, it was something like that. I can't remember. I ended up getting one, but I don't remember why or how. It's right there. Still in the box.
One because you loved it.
Yeah, one because I loved it. There's probably enough notes to buy that day.
That's right.
Probably had tons of excuses of why I needed something I didn't really need.
Well, it's Han Solo.
It's Han Solo and carbonite.
Right, 100%. So what's the problem?
The problem is I'm not following these instructions very good at all tonight.
Well, that's not worth it. I say we freehand it and we just, we create what the bricks tell us to create.
Man, I can't believe it's 9 inches tall.
Oh my God.
It looks like a stick.
They really market this wrong. It doesn't look like a Dark Trooper at all. They do a terrible job with this.
I'm so bad. I'm steps ahead on what I'm doing here. That's excellent.
Hollendorf said to Moira, "Did I just say Han Solo?" No. I don't know. Maybe.
What the hell am I doing here? This is not good. All right. Smarten up, Kev.
All right, hold on. I'll take this apart. We're going to start over.
Crisis averted.
Fire up that intro.
It's my first Lego build ever.
Well, I'd have to say you hit the mark on the intro perfectly.
Almost. When I looked up at the live, because I have the live playing over here, like it went perfect to us, but the beginning part where it says Tanner, Eric, and Kevin, that didn't come up on the. It came up live, and then the first thing I see was special guest Rick Brickham, and he's not even here. Like,
why?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike said nobody brought up the Eiffel Tower set. It's going to be massive, right? Like,
yeah, and it's kind of it's like the Titanic and that sort of stuff to me. I'm not really on board with it, but I'm sure it'll be epic. It'll be nice to see. Oh, we'll check this out. What? Bam.
Boom.
Look who made it.
Hello.
Special guest.
Oh, we knew you were in the green room, Rick. We knew you're in the green room. You're paying a price right now, mister.
Oh, well, I should be paying a price. I had a math teacher. Wait a second. Something just happened here. I had a math teacher in high school, and his old adage was late is late. If it's only 30 seconds, you're late. So that was burning into my memory as I was desperately waiting for the computer to finish its Windows update.
It's all good.
So how you doing, guys?
Good, and you?
Well, you?
Doing better this week.
Good.
Yeah, thank you.
Everything was a lot better, I hope. That's a good thing to hear.
Yeah. We the kids are all resting now. They're up and going to bed, so
nice.
Preparing for tomorrow, the big day, you know.
Yeah. Find some eggs. Eat some chocolate.
You got her.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Well, my daughter took a cardboard box and has created a trap for the Easter Bunny to trap it.
Yes. Naturally, right?
Yeah, absolutely. She wanted to put slime inside the box, so in case you could see the footprints go around. My wife is like, "You are not putting slime in that."
That's awesome.
Hey, Brian, how you doing, buddy?
Right.
Well, I think you should promote that, and then you give your son a pellet gun just to make sure that.
Yeah. You know, Fluffy's gonna stay whether Fluffy wants to or not.
How's the dog doing? And the rabbit?
Yeah.
Well, the dog is feeling great now.
Yeah. He's full.
He's full.
So I'm going to build something kind of weird tonight. I'm not really into this line, but these were on like clearance sale at Mastermind Toys.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the video.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Another good clearance spot, Rick, is the old Walmart.
Oh, yeah. I never have any luck there. Like, it's always picked clean by the time I get in.
This one was $3.
$3.
Yeah, they had all these on for $3. I took that was the only one because I already had the llama.
Oh, that's killer.
I
picked them up for 12. So, and that was a deal.
Yeah.
$12.50 was a sale price. So
yeah,
$3.
Well, that's the big one though too, right? So.
No. This was.
These guys.
Yeah,
okay.
I picked one of those little pods up. I picked a bunch of them up, but they were 12 each, $12.50 each, which was 50% off, which is a pretty good deal for Lego, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Hey, Doug. Tammy just said here, Todd and Tammy got an awesome Easter gift this year. Our oldest daughter had their second grandson on Tuesday.
Wow. Congrats.
Congratulations. That's awesome. Kira should be ready to go any day here. My oldest daughter should be ready to pop any day. It's I texted her the other day. I'm like, "Hey babe, what are you doing?" She's like, "Bouncing on a ball." I'm like, "That sounds dangerous."
Okay.
She's like, "Dad, I just want this effing baby out of me." I'm like, "Okay, I get it."
I'm done.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, I understand.
All right.
But yeah, it should be any day now, so it'll be pretty exciting. Pretty exciting when that happens.
Totally.
Absolutely. I am good to wait in that department, though.
Yeah, no, you're going to be a couple days. Hey, Abe, how you doing?
Hey, Abe.
Where? Yeah, I am struggling tonight. Eric, you're going to take the cue here for a sec, okay? I got to grab this phone call. It's you.
What? Oh, this is dangerous. Oh, you guys are in for such a treat.
All right. Eric, take it away.
I haven't found any good deals like that on the video stuff here. Like, it's either completely gone and they just keep marking the price down.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I always find too, is that I never look out like that.
No, and the Lego store, I think for some reason still is trying to hold strong and get full price for them for some reason.
Mm-hmm. Well, they were on sale today because I was at 2 Lego stores today. Those were the first 2 stores I have been in since 2020.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's a distance for me. It's like 2-hour drive for me. So I don't go unless I really want to go. And I just really wanted to go. Like, well, I needed something for tomorrow. And I knew if I ordered online, it wouldn't be here tomorrow. So question for Rick. What is his Lego room? What's in his Lego room that's 9 inches long? Hey-oh. Yeah, because I know you guys were measuring up those helmets earlier.
Yes, they're quite impressive.
Yeah. What do I have? I have a rocket. I got a
great answer.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's the go-to, right?
That's right. So will you call your Lego store before you head over sometimes?
I actually did that today to make sure they had what I wanted, because otherwise it's really a waste of a trip.
It really is. Like, I'm fortunate that my store is, maybe 20 minutes from my house. So
that's awesome.
I can just hop in the car and go.
Yeah.
Which wasn't always the case. I mean, Lego didn't come into this area until all of Toys R Us stores closed here in the States, because we had probably 4 or 5 Toys R Us stores in like a 30-minute radius from the house. So Lego had no reason to come to this area, right? Like, everything was there.
Yeah.
And the minute they went out of business, that's when Lego said, okay, we need to have a store in that area. So we've only had one for maybe 6 years, 5 years, somewhere around there.
You probably just answered the question that I've always had about why they don't have a store out near me. And that's because there are 2 Toys R Us stores out this way.
Yeah.
So, but still, it's so different. Like, you can't get everything you can get at the Lego store in Toys R Us.
Right. Absolutely.
So, I mean, and if they put one here, oh my gosh, so many people would be so happy, because the 2 that we have are all the way, like, I live an hour and a half west of Toronto. And Toronto is a like jam-packed, busy, bustling place. And one of the places I went today, both were in a mall. And one of the malls, it took me 20 minutes to get out of the parking lot. Insane.
Yeah. Unreal.
So, yeah, it's unreal. So it is what it is.
Yeah, so again, it was, we made out well when Toys R Us went out of business because we got a lot of good clearance stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But then lucked out with a Lego store, coming into the area, and they just had no reason. So,
yep. I need to get the Back to the Future set, yet being impossible to find in stock. Doug, are you looking to get it in store, or if you can buy it online? I'm pretty sure, is it not available online now? Is it all sold out?
I don't know. I haven't checked.
If it is, you'll have to go back in time and but you'd need the time machine to do that.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Slight problem.
Done. Bad joke.
No, the nice thing about that is, that's going to be a set that's going to be around for a long time.
Yeah, it's not exactly
like a 2-year run, maybe even more. It could
easily
be a 3-year run.
Easily.
So it's one of those where it's a good thing. Idea sets tend to run shorter lifespans. So the fact that it's now creator expert,
Yes.
means they could run that for 10 years if they wanted to, if it's sold enough,
Yeah.
Our idea is they really have that kind of set quantity that they're going to do.
Or if it's wanted enough, they could do what they did with the Saturn V and the ship in the bottle, and maybe make it the third set to come back from the grave.
Sure.
You never know.
Absolutely.
That would be one to do it for too, because that's, it's an iconic movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those sets that brought in non-Lego people to purchase a Lego set.
Exactly. That like the Titanic or other, non sort of Lego-y type.
Yep.
Like everything Star Wars.
Right. I had somebody in the line that I was waiting for the DeLorean say that same exact thing, that, they don't buy, like, they don't do Lego, like they like it and when they're a kid and stuff, and they haven't been into Lego for ages. And somebody went into their store and told them, hey, there's going to be a Lego DeLorean. And they were like, what? And then they were like, well, I have to go get it then.
Yeah.
So that person made an effort to go to the store on release day to get it.
And this is why Lego, in their infinite wisdom, knows that even if they put a set out like the Titanic, which is a pricey set at 700 Canadian, I think it is. Not every Lego fan is going to buy it, but non-Lego fans will buy it because it's a piece of history. And even if they're not into Lego like we are, for instance, they'll still want that on the shelf somewhere in their house.
Yep. Because
so they know.
Because it doesn't look like a Lego set too, right? Like you stand 5 feet from that and you can't tell. So real, I shouldn't say real, because I think Lego is a great model making medium.
Yep.
But
it is.
You got people that are into more traditional model making and see something like that, and they're like, wow, I could do that too. So,
and I had not seen the Titanic or any recent Lego sets in person, with the exception of the ones that I bought and built.
Yep.
And seeing them on display, I mean, first of all, the display that they've got at the Lego store for the Titanic is gorgeous. It's this wooden type base. It's non-Lego, which is actually quite nice because it's not everything Lego. It's kind of like you can put this on a piece of furniture. So it's, good sales tactic, but it's just a gorgeous, detailed, big, beautiful set. It's just remarkable. The DeLorean was there, so I did get, whether you want to say fortunately or unfortunately, I got an advanced screening of it in person, but it is a big set, and I do own it, so I can't wait to buy it. And according to Cam Guy 99 a few minutes ago, he said it is sold out online right now, the DeLorean. Okay. So
not surprised.
No. My husband tolerates my hobby anytime, every time we go to the store and he sees the Titanic, he's amazed. Yeah, because it's just so awesome.
Yeah. They're always behind displays, right? And we were in Florida back in January and went to the Lego store at Disney Springs, and it's out in the open for everyone to just go ahead and like touch it and actually physically get up close and personal with it. And unfortunately, you see parts missing and people are stealing them. But like getting to be able to like just actually grab it and see it, it's astonishing. Really,
it is. Yeah.
We were just talking about you. You're beautiful and astonishing.
Yeah, I try. Sorry to do that, guys. That was just it was Sarah on the line, and I gotta take those phone calls when I can because I don't get them very often. She only has a few minutes a day with her cell phone. So
there you go. Hey guys, give me 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Absolutely.
You got it. He's taking a call from Sarah as well.
Damn it.
I'll be right back. Hold on a minute.
Shit. I was gonna say something. It was actually witty. Oh, Aspen. Sarah says hi back to you as well. I did relay that message on to her. So, and Eric, she said, "Screw you."
That's who I know and love. Wouldn't expect anything else.
Yeah. So, what else is new? What anything good this week? What happened?
I don't know. It's been confusing with Lego and everything that's getting released, right? Isn't there's more stuff coming out, right? Next, like I keep
don't even
forgetting
know.
with
Like
everything with all these mid-month releases here in April is just really throwing me off.
they're just going hog wild with all that good stuff, and I am doing a lot better. I'm feeling a lot better. I was just, like I said, run down for the week.
Oh,
I've never been that exhausted in my life. That was bad.
were you sick or was it just a?
I had the COVID.
Oh, you did. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. So I got. I went to BC. Brian Tanner will be joining us. He's just driving in his car back from his court appearance for leg sweeping a 95-year-old lady.
Who he still claims had it coming, which is just awful.
You should never yell that out to the judge.
Definitely not.
So I had gone to because I have 2 shops that I take care of in BC, and went to BC. Everything was great. Came home. Everything was great. I went to bed. That was on a Wednesday night. I went to bed and I got up, and in the middle of the night, my back was absolutely killing me, like absolutely killing me. I'm like, well, that's a first. I threw my back out sleeping. So I got up and as soon as I stood up, it was like my head just kind of filled, like it felt like someone was like pouring mucus into my head, and just like I felt it go down, and my ears were popping, and it filled my nose, went down into my throat. I'm like, what? This is weird. I went downstairs. I took like some back and body, because in my head I threw my back out sleeping, right?
Right.
And I got up the next morning early, and I go to work, and we have test kits at work and stuff like that. And I'm there before anybody gets there. So I just went in the back and I grabbed the test kit and tested, and yep, sure enough, test positive. Wow. So I came home. And then like that morning that I woke up, I was actually, the stuffiness was kind of gone, and my back was like a dull roar, and no sore throat, no anything.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I came home, and it was like I could not get enough sleep. I was completely exhausted.
So that is terrible. That sounds terrible, and I'm sorry you had it. I'm glad that you made it through okay.
Yeah.
Did you have the jabs or anything? Or
Yep. Yeah, I'm vaccinated.
That's good. That probably, no doubt, helped.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, that's a big thing. It's kind of, you don't know, or like that's the thing with it. You don't know if it helps or hurts or whatever, but
better to
have it and not need it than need it not have it, right?
That's right. Exactly.
So hopefully it was dulled down because of that. And
yep.
But yeah, I feel way better. And it was like, because I've heard people talk about like afterwards they're just done, like they can't breathe and they can't, that sort of stuff. I'm already back to the gym, and I'm running and doing my gym stuff.
Okay, good.
Nice.
Like to no effect, like I don't know.
Like nothing happened. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm not a great runner by any stretch, but I've been doing it, and yeah.
Right. I think it probably depends on their sort of level of health going into it, and then and everybody gets hit differently. I haven't had it, thank God. I did test last week though, because I was feeling pretty crappy.
Yeah.
Don't know what it was, but it wasn't COVID, and it passed within a day or two. So so I was away from work for a day and back the next, and everything was fine. So
Eric's a little sick right now too. He's a little bit under the weather, but he's got stuff going around there.
Yeah, we've got some colds. The kids are out of school now, a month plus without masks, and my wife's been sick 4 times. I've been sick twice.
Yeah.
So it's like, we're actually going to mandate our kids wear masks when they come home.
There you go.
And good luck. The next trap will be set for you.
That's right.
That's awesome. You guys can go to school and you can do whatever you want, but when you're in this house, it's masks
That's
on.
right.
Yeah.
Yep. Hand sanitizer the minute you get to the front door.
Actually, you just want to set up one of those shower stations, like they use in virus clinics.
100%.
Right.
They're out of stock right now.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yep.
Hey.
That
Andrew,
and the DeLorean. You can't get any of them.
Jeez. It's almost like somebody took the DeLorean, went back and bought all the sanitization stations. I'm going to stop that joke now. That's twice. Nope. That's enough. It's dead.
Rutsky, my boy.
Hey, Andrew.
You just got here. You didn't hear me give you a shout out earlier about the Dark Trooper here. That's what I'm building tonight. As you can tell, I'm just killing it. It's killing me for some reason. But Brewski's in the house.
So yesterday I was feeling all nostalgic. So I decided to take the family down to downtown Toronto and tour my old neighborhood and check out my old houses. And
Oh, very cool.
It was a good day.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I do that every now and then. I'm back out in Sherwood Park here in the house that I grew up in. I drive past there every now and then, kind of just wish I could buy it. But.
I know. It's this is not saying anything about the house. It is saying something about the area, but like the house that we lived in when I was a kid, my parents sold it for $114,000.
Yeah.
To buy that house today, $1.45 million.
Ridiculous, eh?
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Like what are you talking? It's a semi-detached. Like, what? It's a 1,500 square foot 3-bedroom home. Why? What?
Yeah.
Toronto's insane.
Oh yeah. No, the market is just nuts, right?
It is.
And then you start thinking, man, if they just held on to that house a little bit longer.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. They bought a detached home with 4 bedrooms and about twice the size for $4,000 less at the time.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and my mom sold that home a few years back and she did all right on that home. So,
yeah.
But yeah, that first home is really just ridiculous.
Yeah, that is craziness.
Like if you're not in the housing market, for anybody in the chat, if anybody here is without a house or looking to get into a house, it is so hard now for first-time home buyers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to find something that they can actually purchase too, because it's like stuff, even around here, stuff is going well over market value, over asking price. And it's just like it happens super fast.
Yeah. They're up and down in a week, tops.
Yeah.
And that's just because that's the time it takes to process. It was probably sold day 2.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and it's going forward. So I have one of my friends, because we have a shop in Montreal too. So she used to work actually in our shop. And she's back in Montreal now. But she's going through a divorce as well, and they sold their house, and now she's got to buy another house. But she's looking for like an apartment or something smaller, right? She doesn't need to, have anything bigger or whatever. But she's got she has like $330,000 or whatever to buy a house or a condo or whatever, and she's going into these places and she's putting the full 330 in right away, bang. And this is for a place that they're asking $310 for, and she's not getting these houses.
Yeah, because somebody's coming in at $410.
Yeah,
I know.
It's got to stop at some point.
Yeah, Brick Girl just said it seems like stuff in her area is sold before the sign even goes onto the lawn. Our last home, we sold it without even putting a sign on the home. It sold the same day we listed it.
No way.
Yeah, and that was 7 years ago.
So it's all semi-relative though too, right? Like, because you still got to buy something in that market.
Well, this is it. Now at that time we had purchased already, so we knew where we had to be with our sale number. We got there. We actually exceeded it by $5,000, but we sold for $5,000 over asking. Now homes are selling for $100,000 or more over asking. It's like, what?
You should go back and resell.
Really, eh? Let me break that DeLorean out. I'm going to build it right now. Oh man, I did it again.
It was so worth it, though. No. It was so worth it.
That one worked better.
Where's this thing? Work with my brain here. There we go. And then, the only thing I did notice about the COVID a little bit here is a little bit of fogginess, almost like a hangover.
Right on. Okay.
Yeah. So like, it's kind of weird. Some things you got to just think about a little bit more before you do. And
like a brain fog, like a lingering. Yeah.
Yeah. Very much like that. My buddy had mentioned that, and I didn't really notice it. I'm noticing it tonight a little bit, but like I said, my brain's kind of all over the place today, but it's it'd be good to get back to 100%.
I've been known to make it hard for people to think when I'm around, so don't worry, Kat. This is
generally yes, you're not wrong. You are correct.
It's a common occurrence.
Oh yeah, Brutsky, congratulations on your engagement.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's awesome.
I knew him when
he wasn't engaged. And now I know him when he was engaged.
There you go.
That's pretty epic. It's pretty cool. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. And
agreed.
Gal. Even though he buys shit out of my marketplace. But that's okay. I love him. He's allowed.
Oh man.
He's totally allowed.
I haven't made a secondhand Lego purchase in ages.
Me neither. Feels like an eternity.
Yeah. I was going at it pretty heavy in 2017 and 2018.
Yeah.
Well, that market's also seeing it too.
I was going to say the markets are the same.
Exactly. And that was one of the reasons why I stopped, was because people started listing stuff for ridiculous things. Like, really? Come on. Like,
unbelievable.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Andrew says only one time buying in the Edmonton market, but it's the time I caught you, so that's all that matters.
Yeah. You're not helping yourself there.
Yeah. You just admitted it.
Right.
Bad move.
It's all good.
Put the mouse down and walk away.
I'm on my phone. Then put the phone down.
What do I do here? Oh, screw that up. That way. That way.
So they had a lot of other of the video line on sale, but like I said, I'm really not into the video lines. So
me too.
I picked this up because I kind of like the two minifigures that it comes with. Cool, like sort of guitar. Like, he's got like a call it equalizer face.
Yeah.
This kind of there's a light in the way here. This the other direction. There you go. Her sort of like a robot singer of some sort. And the car's kind of cool, like black and yellow. And this head looks a bit like, rather this head here looks a bit like Optimus.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's yellow, but it's got a really Transformer vibe.
The I was the same thing. I only grabbed the ones I grabbed because I like the figures. I like that dragon figure. And then the llama. The llama was one of the first ones I got.
Oh, the llama, yeah.
Yeah. But and then we got a few when I got the coins, because I had to
right.
I had to buy something to ship it, right? So
yes, yeah.
And the coins were, or the video figs were like $3 a fig. That'll do.
Yep.
Seems in my price range.
Yep.
$5
that's the
for
time to get
shipping,
those
and then
ones.
got it nonetheless.
Well, it was nice being back in the store today.
Yeah.
Just
Is that
being
your first time in the store?
Well, since 2020.
Since 2020, that's a while,
yeah. And in 2020, with the last time I was there, randomly there was another guy there that was going through the pab wall with me, and we got chatting, and I found out he lives in my city. We're probably like a 2-minute drive from each other.
Oh wow!
And he says, "Oh, there's a group of us that get together every Wednesday night, every other Wednesday night for some Lego chat, Lego build." And I'm like, "I'm in. Like,
Yeah.
sign me up." He's like, "Awesome. We'll see you
I'm
next week."
in. We didn't invite you.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing. I'll be
What do you mean
there.
you're in? I didn't. I'm just telling you, dude. I didn't invite you. Like, and that was it. We never spoke again, and that was it.
Yeah, still waiting for the address.
I got this mail called restraining order. What the hell is this all about?
We met at the Lego store. But
I wanted to show him my love.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. He said we got together on Wednesday nights. It didn't happen. The following week I couldn't make the meeting, and then the week after, the 2 weeks after that, everything shut down.
Oh yeah.
So that was it.
Oh,
I'll see if I can reconnect with them at some point now that things are sort of back to normal.
Yeah, for how long we'll see, right? Like, I mean, I don't think they'll shut it down again. I think they're just going to let everybody bust it out.
Yeah.
Nobody's brought up the Transformer set. What Transformer set is there? Oh,
The rumored Optimus.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting. I think it's Ninjago, but there is a Transformer type set that just came out recently that when you look at it, you could see where maybe they took some directions from Optimus Prime to create it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember which one it is, so if anybody in chat knows.
That was the I always thought that was a Transformer too.
It looks like it, right?
Yeah, it's Megabot or something though. Not the one that just came out, the old one.
There's one I saw at the Lego store, and it's still there. So maybe it was a last year release, but it looks very strikingly similar to
Optimus.
Yeah, Optimus Prime. Maybe it's not Ninjago. Maybe it's a Monkey Kid or something. I don't know. I think it's more on that line of.
Oh, you're not talking the Ninjago or the Monkey Kid Monkey Mech, are you?
I might have to try to look it up now.
All right.
You could say any name and I'll just have to say yes.
That's not the DeLorean, is it?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Nah, I thought
and
so.
It's glorious.
It wasn't Ninjago set, Oldendorf said.
PBJ
Ultra
said
Combo
Ninja Ultra Combo Mac. Yeah.
PBJ said 71765 is the number.
Ooh. Of the rumored set or the one that we're actually talking about?
I think that's the one. That's the one he's talking about, where it looks like the.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some similarities to that one with Optimus Prime. Also, a little bit of kind of Power Rangers vibe to it too. Yeah. But it almost seems like they saw them working on that and said, "Okay, we could do this too." And these mechs have a very Transformer vibe to them.
Oh, yeah. Totally. Yeah, this reminds me a lot of. Oh yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, the head is definitely Optimus-ish.
Right. Like it just has something, and I don't think these ones look like they can actually then transform into whatever vehicle it's supposed to be. But maybe it does. I don't know.
I don't know.
No, it doesn't look. It looks like it breaks apart for the different vehicle builds.
Oh, well, that's more like that's incredible. That's more like a Voltron inspired.
Right.
That is awesome.
Voltron, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, Voltron. I missed out on that idea set. I would love to get that. That was I loved that show when I was a kid.
Every time I see one of those, I think Transformers right away.
Yep.
Go.
So while we were down in Toronto, I was telling my wife and kids about a store. Maybe you guys have heard of this store, Consumers Distributing.
Oh my God, yes.
Nope.
All right.
I drove past where our old one was the other day. I'm like, I remember Consumers Distributing.
Oh man, for anybody who doesn't know in the chat, Consumers Distributing was like catalog shopping, as if you're online, but before the internet even existed.
And they had women in underwear in their books too.
In the books, yeah. What is this?
Just
Right next to the right next to the Transformers. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Full circle.
Little Rick Rickham at the old Consumer Distributing store regretting wearing sweatpants.
Yeah. But I remember we'd go in there, and for me, it was G.I. Joe at the time.
Yeah.
And so there was always a nice big section on G.I. Joes, and I would just fill out a little piece of paper and hand it up to the front counter, and they'd go in the back. And sometimes they didn't have them, and I was like, oh, man.
They'd order it in, though.
That's right. They would.
So would they be like small stores?
Yeah, they weren't big.
Like a little warehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of like a storefront, which was basically, they did have some stuff out on display, like jewelry and whatnot in glass cases, but most of it was kept in the back in a warehouse that you didn't see. And there was just a doorway that they would go through. And so there were catalogs on stands, and you would pick through the catalog, write down a number, hand the clerk the numbers. She'd go in the back, or he would go in the back, pick the stuff, and bring it out to you.
Wow.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was like a drug deal, almost.
It was kind of like a drug deal. They'd even pass it to you all shady and stuff. Like, here, okay, here you go.
Hey, you want this bag of stuff?
Right.
Joe's kid, get the hell out of here.
I asked for white powder. You're getting G.I. Joes. Now get out.
Well, we didn't have any stores like that here.
They were in America, though. They were. It was they had more in Canada, but it was big in both.
Okay.
And I wish they'd bring it back because it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Sting says, yeah, small store in the front, warehouse, huge in the back. Yep.
Exactly.
A little bit of junk in the trunk there.
Interesting. No, I don't remember anything like that. The only thing equivalent would be like we were talking about Toys R Us earlier, where you'd get some of the stuff and you'd have to pull the tag and bring it to somebody at the counter that they would hold certain stuff in the back as well.
They still do that now.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't know that. Thank you very much.
I'm just saying.
I like Brian Jorgensen's comment. That sounds methed up.
He's a pretty witty character.
Yeah, that's classic. I love that.
I like Mike's comment. It's strange, but I put Barbie clothes on my G.I. Joe.
Right on.
And it looks like Brick and Brood is heading out.
Lutzky, you're out of here, buddy?
Andrew, take it easy, man.
I'll talk to you later, my man.
Have a good one, pal.
Yeah, busy. How about them Blue Jays, Eric?
Who are they?
Another crappy baseball team from Canada, apparently.
Oh, that's right. They could only take 2 out of 4 games from the Yankees. That's right.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh.
And one player could only get 4 home runs in one night.
Well,
it must have been the game they were playing yesterday when I drove through the city.
No, that was they were they're Oakland yesterday.
Okay. Were they in Toronto though?
In Toronto, yeah.
Okay.
No, it's funny. Like it's worth mentioning. Like Vladdy is a hell of a baseball player, but it's funny how baseball works because in a lot of sports, you know, this team is a little bit better than that team. If you played them 3 times in a row, generally that team's going to win 3 times in a row. Well, they go out the night before and they crush. Like Vladdy had 4 home runs. I think or 3 home runs. 3 home runs.
Wow.
But the next night he goes out there and he strikes out every time he's at bat. Can't hit a pitch.
He had all of his fun the night before. That was it. He was
Yeah, he didn't want to do it anymore.
The baseball gods didn't want to give him a second night of
exactly.
Nope.
I mean, his hand did get stepped on, so there was that.
Oh, there's that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, come on. That's not an excuse.
I was going to say, I think sometimes that the success from the previous night maybe gets into your head and it's hard to kind of.
Or you think you're going to come out and just crush it?
Yeah. Like you're coming out like, oh, middle night last night. Nope, not today.
Well, that's what's so crazy about baseball is, it's a sport where you're going to fail way more times than you're actually going to succeed.
Definitely.
So in the course of, 165 games, 162 games, you're going to have more of those kind of outings than you're going to have, more negative outings than you're going to have positive.
Yeah.
And you got to be able to play through that and keep trying.
Yeah, I mean, just keep thinking about the millions of dollars in your bank account.
Well, there's that, right? That makes it a little easier to swallow, yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I can get my son to be a good baseball player. We just got to give him a bunch of money now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Keep chucking cash at him.
perfect.
All you need to do.
Just, yeah.
Here you go, buddy.
This is how it's done.
That's right.
But don't I have to hit the ball? No.
No.
You start
Gonna
making
need
the
an
big bucks.
IOU on that.
Yeah. Do what you can. If it
That's
happens,
right.
it happens.
That's right. It's for the love of the game.
It's all about the effort.
That's right.
Where is... So I got to just take care of this here quick.
Got it, buddy.
There we go. Holy heck.
Beautiful.
What's that?
Beautiful. How's that Dark Trooper?
It's dark. I'm trying to find the bloody crying out loud. Complete.
So being in the Lego store today and seeing all those glorious sets on display, especially the ones in the glass display cases, made me realize that I seriously need to get that here.
Glass display cases?
Yep. Well, with glass and lighting, because it just makes them look so amazing.
Yep. It's definitely different, right?
It's like they're like museum pieces, and it's just so, and it could be any set. Like they had the Sonic the Hedgehog set, right? And it's just a little Sonic the Hedgehog, but in the glass display case, it made it feel like you were looking at the video game. It was awesome.
Yeah. Well, it's nice because how you can customize those too. Like Kev does it a little bit with some of his Billy shelves, where you've got the vinyl right behind some of them for like the space and stuff.
Yes.
Yep.
And it totally changes the look.
Yeah, absolutely. It's what the heck's going on here? There we go. Oh.
Yeah, I've had the thought of building like actual Lego built backgrounds, like
Eric did that.
Greeble. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you do? What did you do?
The Batwing.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
So I did the moon from the movie, and the Batwing sits in front of that.
That's awesome.
Thanks. It does terrible every time I post on it, but it's like, well, I guess the 12-year-old kids that are seeing this probably really don't get it. So
right.
I got to know my audience a little better. But yeah, I'd love to do more of that stuff too.
I actually enjoy that more than the building, to be honest with you. Coming up with the scenes and that sort of stuff. And
well, yeah, and it's funny you say that, because I was when I was there today, I was thinking there's so much Lego to be had, but when I look at a set now, like there was a space, one of the new space sets that's got a base that has 4 translucent blue panels would open up, and I looked at those parts and said, "Oh, that would be a great part for mocking."
Yeah.
Like the set is cool.
Yeah.
But I look at them now and think mock.
Yeah. It's kind of where my brain was starting to go to, the mock side of things, because I actually have a lot more fun doing that. You struggle with a YouTube channel with that because it takes so long to build stuff that,
right.
Like it's not like you sit down and you bust out a mock in a night and you can make a video of it and whatever. So
yes.
I can sit down and build a small set, make a video of it, edit it, put it out there. It's just a lot more involved. And then if you have to wait for parts and this and that too, then I think if you got into a steady stream of doing mocks, you know what I mean, and you kept very good like files of everything put away, you could drop them out at certain time, like just after they're done or whatever, and
gotcha,
get them into a rhythm sort of thing. But yeah, it's difficult to do.
Always have something coming out, even if you're not building that week. Exactly. Just building up a backlog. There are people I know a couple that can just crush out a mock, a pretty decent one in no time. That's not me. I'm the same, Kevin. It takes me time. I like to stew over them. There are definitely times where I have built something quickly, like really quickly, but it's not, I don't know.
Not what you want, really.
Yeah, I guess it depends on, if I'm going to put everything I got into it, it's going to take some time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely tougher to do. Like, and I find it's even finding some of the parts and pieces are like I'll be working. I've got a very big parts catalog, and even me, like sometimes, like the weirdest thing, like Tanner's taxi, that stupid yellow T piece. Like you'd be astonished how much Technic crap I have, and I don't have that one piece. It's just.
What was the piece?
It's a whole piece, but it's the T 3x3. So it's 3 coming up, 3 going across, just the letter T.
Yeah.
I don't have the damn piece.
It's got to be, I guess, a pretty rare-ish piece, I guess.
Yeah. It's only used in a few sets. It's used in some of the crane sets and that sort of stuff.
Yep. Have you ever tried Studio, Kevin?
No. Eric and Tanner are the Studio guys. They can go in there and they can work that stuff.
Yeah.
I am very much a hands-on dude. I need put stuff in front of me. I'll look at the piece. I'll know the piece I need.
Yeah.
And I got to go find it.
Yeah.
Right. So
I sort of straddle between both worlds. There are times where I'll sit down with my brick built collection and I can put something together. And then there's times where I'm just in the digital zone. I can just go in there, whip out a mock real quick.
Yeah.
Even if it's just getting a general shaping or something. And then, So I was just going to say that if you wanted to save some time finding pieces, Studio is a good way to do that.
Yeah.
And there's no mess.
When I view it, I generally see the piece. I'll see the piece like in my head.
Right.
I know exactly what I want, sort of thing. So
Oldendorf,
it's a lot of the time it's very much like just going to the because a lot of stuff I have sorted out. Like when I buy cups, I don't buy cups as I never mix my cups. So like if I get like here's a cup. So if I get I don't know why I needed 2 of these, but these 2 cups are the same thing, but they're full of the same piece, and it's literally a black window.
Oh my word! You bought
2 cups.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you have all the frames to go with it? Like, wow.
Yeah. So, stuff like that. Or if I buy like these things, I really like. These things are very good for tops of buildings. Eric will like these.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
but I got like, I'll buy a cup, right? I don't, sometimes I'll half and half it. Then I'm home right away and I split them up, but not very often. And the thing with when COVID was the big deal, you know, getting cups was great because you got like, oh, look at that.
Oh, it's not going to focus.
Put your hand behind it.
No, yeah, I'm going to put her on the stand because it focused on the stand better.
Buying cups was great during the COVID era there because they give you the extra scoops.
Yeah, they overfill it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So there you go.
Come on now.
Looks like Thor the Rockstar.
Yeah, come on.
The boombox there was.
Come on now.
Oh, it's hating you tonight.
She's not working.
No working.
She's not working.
I don't know why they're not working.
Then I say, go.
Mike says I'm like Kevin, hands-on, except I live in a disaster of sorting situation. Yeah.
Oh yeah. For anybody, I know that Oldendorf was saying that they tried the studio. There is definitely a steep learning curve at the beginning because it is a very interesting. Yes, the boombox is awesome, but once you get it, it's really great, and you can whip around in there pretty quick. How do you find it, Eric?
I enjoy it. You know, I deal with digital software all the time, so I feel very comfortable in it, in a 3D realm. So I enjoy it. You know, if I'm trying to come up with doing something, I'll just go through the whole parts list of everything that I think could be used to achieve what I'm looking for, and then just keep messing with them. Where it gets a problem is if you're trying to do any angles, right?
Oh, yeah.
Stuff, that's where Studio really kind of starts to mess you up a little bit. But it helps me try to figure some stuff out because I don't have a very large parts library.
Okay.
So for me to narrow it down to the right piece, Studio is perfect.
Yep, exactly. And then for those who aren't aware with Studio, once you've finished your model and you've got it the way you want it, you can export the parts list to Bricklink and make an order, and they will ship you the parts specifically for your build, and then you just build it.
And it's a really simple, pain-free process.
It is
too.
That's how I made this.
That's so cool.
Right? Simple little. This was all designed in Studio first.
Yeah.
And the stand is separate, just like the real one. It's got a back section with some plugs and stuff.
Yep.
I
love it.
Thanks. But I finally got around to making the parts order for this, which was very exciting. And building it was so validating, if I can say that. Mm-hmm. It just felt amazing to put something together that I had built in complete. Thanks very much, Jane Doe. That I had built completely in Studio in a virtual space, and then order the parts and build it in real life. It was like, this is really cool.
It's gratifying.
Were there any parts of that build that you were hesitant to once you started physically building it, that you weren't 100% sure during the process if it was going to line up right, anything like that? Because Studio can be deceiving sometimes.
It can be. This is a pretty simple box, so I was pretty secure with that. But I did make one mistake, and what it was behind some of the tiles. I forgot to put a snot brick, so that came out while I was building it. I saw the step that said put the tile on this, and I was like, yeah, but there's no stud there, Brickham. What are you doing? So I had to order some. Luckily, I had some spares, and I got it to work. But that was my one learning curve, and I think I've shown you guys these the Tron light cycles, but I got these built up as well.
Those are cool.
Yeah. So these are a lot of fun.
PBJ says, does Studio indicate if the parts are rare?
They do.
They do? Okay.
Rare and expensive. I mean, it doesn't say rare, but if you see the price is like $20, then you know it's a relatively rare part.
Yeah. And they'll have dollar signs next to it when it comes to what color you can choose on the right side, depending where you put your ribbons and stuff. But they'll use like a dollar sign, and obviously the more dollar signs, the more expensive the part is. But yeah, you can then also select the parts, and it will give you an average of what all of those parts have sold for. And I think you can set it up in 2 different ways.
You can,
to
and
give you current prices or the last 6 months averages.
Yep, and you can do it in different currencies.
Yep.
And also when you're no problem, PBJ, when you're scrolling through the parts, you'll notice that the header or the heading of the part is either white or yellow. Yellow is typically the more rare, more expensive parts, and white are usually the more common, less expensive parts. So that's like an instant indicator. And then you go from there. Because with regards to things like jumpers, for instance, a 1x2 jumper, there's like 5 different types in Studio.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Studio does help you along the way.
I should try it. Like I shouldn't just like not try it. I'm just so used to just grabbing stuff and starting a build. And
for sure. That's the way I used to build. And then when I built my APC,
yeah,
everybody was asking for instructions. And I said, well, how the heck am I going to do that? And then I just Googled making Lego instructions, and that's how I found Studio.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, interesting. And then I got into Studio, and well, I haven't really looked back. Like I said, I still love building with real bricks. I actually would say I prefer it, but I'm just, like Eric said, so used to doing things in a digital world in 3D. It just works for me, and I can just, and then I'll move to the brick built stuff. So
Aspen said a couple of things. She says, that's what I need to do her Hobberton mill because I don't have the parts to figure it out. But she doesn't like Studio. She's not good with digital. And then she said, can you export the parts used in Studio into Bricklink?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you export the parts used in Studio into Bricklink? Yes. So you will export an XML parts list, which is basically like a cut list of parts. And in Studio, you create your wanted list, and then you give it a name. And then you go through the standard process of ordering the parts. And that is either you use the easy buy option or you go to your favorite Bricklink stores. And I've only ever made 4 Bricklink orders in my life, and they were all made 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And they built a TV and some light cycles. So there's more to come.
And now you're addicted.
Totally. I am. I just have to pace myself, because when I was at the store today, I was like, okay, I could really go wild in here.
Yeah.
1 of everything and 2 Falcons. Go. But no.
You went in and Pretty Woman that store.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. So, yes. And Oldendorf asked, does Studio help with alt build and limit list? So I'm not sure what they mean by limit list, but with alt builds, it doesn't show you, like, if you can import official Lego sets. They come in completely like nulled out, like it's just parts all over the flat surface. They don't come in built, but you can import pre-built models from Bricklink by mock makers.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And they'll be pre-built. But in terms of like alternate builds, it won't really help you. What it does help is when you take the official model and lay all the pieces out, now you can see what you've got to work with all on the table, and your mind can start to think, how can I make these pieces into something different? So
yeah.
You don't have to go to like an online instructions and see what's the parts list at the back. It loads all those parts in for you. And it's great. So I do it now with trying to do like alt builds of modulars, official modulars, and it's great. So you have all those parts right there for you. And I've done it with alternate builds for the art mosaics. So you can set up your color to be the specific colors that you need for the art set. So once you're designing it, it uses that palette. That's what I was trying to think of. It uses that color palette to create your mosaic.
Yes. Yeah. It's a pretty powerful program for what it's doing. And the renders, if you know how to tweak them afterwards, can be like, I have had, and I'm not trying to boast, but I've had many people ask me, is that real or is that digital?
Yeah.
And I love when they ask me, because it's almost always digital. Like, you know. So it's pretty cool.
Huh.
Limit parts list. So it tells you over like 3,000 parts. Oh, okay. There probably is a feature like that, but you kind of have a running total at the bottom of the screen anyways. So you can just kind of peek down and see if you're there. I got frustrated with Studio. Tanner explained it to me, and I like it, but it has some strange features. It does, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the way Tanner explained it to you.
I was going to say, well, there's the problem.
Sting says you should all design something and then shop at Sting's Bricks.
Yeah.
Sting Brick he's got a Bricklink store here in town in Edmonton, so good store.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jane Doe says that it would be good for artwork, but building complicated buildings would be difficult in Studio. It is. And like Eric said, when you start getting into angles and whatnot, it does kind of get challenging.
Yep.
It is nicer in real life Lego to just move apart and see if
frickin' when I was doing that Sanctum, that angle was killing me. Like that I had to put a lot of thought into, but it was good because I just hammered it out. I just figured it out, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was working on recently was, could I take 2 police stations and do an alternate build of like a school? So starting to work with that and figure out maybe water tables and stuff was a lot of fun. But then trying to do angles, it's for me, it gets kind of useless in some of those avenues with Studio because you'll get your angle right and you go to place it on the part and then it wants to rotate every other thing and brings it back to your 90 and 180 areas again, and it's like you just have to wait sometimes to have the parts to try it.
Exactly. I find the most tedious thing for me in Studio is manipulating hoses and tubes and other things that can be bent, like flex hose, for instance.
Yeah.
It's got a feature that you can do it, but it is not fun or intuitive. It's just, it does what it wants
working
to
with polylines? Come on, they're great.
Oh, I like working with polylines. Not those ones, though. Oh, my gosh.
This is what you get when you get 2 guys in the same work area.
I was going to say.
Exactly.
Little architecture humor.
Yeah. A whole new meaning to a French curve.
Hey, Brickman, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I fix cars.
Well, we can talk about cars. I'm building a car.
Yeah.
I drive a car.
Yeah.
Very well, I might add, too.
Nice. Yeah, I would say 50% of the drivers I saw on the road today need to be taken off the road.
Yeah. You know what? It's gotten worse since like everybody went back to work and stuff. All these people that haven't driven in years are now behind the wheel. Yeah.
Did you guys get hit by that storm that's crippling Manitoba? No. Nope. That's good because it's apparently pretty bad.
Yeah, they can keep it.
Exactly.
I'm wearing a Manitoba hoodie tonight. However, Plum Cooley, one of the guys I used to ride bikes with there is they always joke about him being the mayor of Plum Cooley.
Oh,
that's where his family's from. So they said, "Oh yeah, they have merch and everything," and I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, they have merch and everything," and I'm like, "Give me a hoodie." So they got me a hoodie. Got me a hoodie.
Nice.
Hey, Wendy, how you doing? It looks like Wendy's signing out.
Have a good night.
Called at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Look who we just found.
Well, Andy's muted. Mike, I will definitely be careful with the bending.
Bend it.
I'll bend it like Brickham.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. All right, Tanner's here. You can leave now, Rick.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Have a good night, eh? Take care. Bye.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, been great.
Tanner, what's happening? How was court?
It was good. Although So the Blues are up 4-1 when we left. And
I saw it was 4-4 at one point.
Got gas in the freaking overtime. They won in overtime. It's funny. The Blues have only won 3 games in overtime all year. 2 of them have been against Minnesota now.
Oh.
Well, Edmonton had the struggle on with Minnesota. They can't beat Minnesota for some reason.
Well, that's okay. We'll knock them out of it. The Blues and Minnesota are going to be the first round matchup, and
I think Edmonton Vegas will be a possibility.
And if today's game is any indication, it's going to be a nasty one. Like these two teams are hitting each other pretty hard. How's it going, everyone? How's it going, fellas?
We're doing okay. You?
Doing okay. I'm going to finish making my shield here.
Shield?
I got my last pieces for it.
Well, we hit the hour 20 mark. Okay, Kev, I guess it's time.
Yeah.
What did I miss?
What did I miss?
Yeah.
And for what?
We're shutting it down.
Okay, then.
Yeah. We there's a question there for me from Brickman. Question: what is your favorite childhood Lego set and why? I happen to have it right here. It is the Cosmic Fleet Voyager.
That's awesome.
Oh, how cool.
Yep.
No,
And
Rick, didn't
why?
you build that in a couple different color schemes too in studio? Yeah.
Oh,
awesome.
yeah. And why I would say because it comes apart in the middle and has like a moon base where the guys can sort of spend time in with a nice fully accessing panel. Very cool. It's got a little vehicle inside that comes out the back. So this can go on and do its space missions while they sit on the base. But I think the reason it was my favorite was I kind of liked I loved the color scheme. And I used to build and rebuild this thing over and over because I just loved following the official Lego instructions.
Mhm.
Yeah. That one also came in the box that was like you because Lego back then, the system stuff had the flip top box where you flip it open.
Yep.
And you look through the plastic and all the stuff. Like I loved those boxes.
Me too.
You pull out the blue tray.
And this one had a blue tray that was the shape of the Classic Space logo.
Oh.
And I ditched it.
Yeah, it
And
seems sensible. Yeah.
It kills me. It seems sensible. I've got all the others. See it right up here?
Yeah.
I've got all my other Classic Space boxes. They're right up there. I've got a whole whack of them, but I just, for whatever reason, didn't keep that one.
if they came back out with some of that stuff, that would be interesting.
I would love for them to do just like one tribute set. Just maybe one.
Yeah.
Every year.
Well, didn't they kind of do that with the stuff that was at what the hell was the stuff that we were looking at you were looking at for me there, Tanner? Was it was it one of the like Walgreens or something? But it was Legoland sets where they didn't come in.
Yeah, at Target. Yeah.
Yeah, Target was coming out with those.
Oh, I see, like the exclusive stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, Kevin.
Yeah.
Check it out. You ready?
Oh, yeah. Dude. That just hurts.
Flip box. Open, closed. Open, closed.
That's just a kick in the ding-a-ling.
This is my other
laughing at you, Kev.
favorite childhood sets there.
Yeah.
Light and sound. It all still works.
Well, you should build that right now.
If I tell you what, we got Easter stuff coming on. Next time. I will build it next time.
Okay. Mike was talking there. Mike made mention earlier. I saw it. He said something about talking about the Lego game. We can talk about the Lego game now. I think we've all played it a little bit.
I haven't, but I'll gladly talk about it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mike.
I think I've only done like one level. I did the trash compactor level. Actually, did I even get to the trash compactor right before it?
Yeah, I played a little. I haven't played very much, but I'm finding mine very glitchy.
Really?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Like very glitchy.
Oh, no.
So.
What system is it on?
Xbox.
Oh, yeah.
360?
One. 360. No, it's just an Xbox. It's not even a 360.
Just the Xbox.
And I don't know why it won't work on this piece of shit.
Is it good though?
Yeah, it's enjoyable. It's once I don't know, I struggle because I'm not young and stuff anymore, but I struggle with some of the figuring some of the stuff out and the buttons, and then I'm constantly. It's not like Nintendo where it's you have A and B and so I'm constantly looking down to make sure I hit the right button, but it's not like they kill you off quick because you can't find the button fast. Like it's
A slow and painful death?
well, it's just they give you time and you can run away and
Right.
regenerate. And some of the things I couldn't figure out, I was like, there was one part where you have to get Chewbacca to push this thing up to this other piece, and then he's got to jump on top of it, jump on the roof, and then jump over.
Yeah.
And I couldn't figure that out for the life of me. I kept moving the thing to the wrong spot and finally got around to it, but getting the frustration level high.
I've been, because it's different than other Lego games, right? It's there's combo moves and the perspectives are like, I'm trying to still get used to it because they play it like right up over your shoulder. Their perspective is where I'm used to the other Lego games. It's you see the character right out in front of you, but this one it's like
Third person, bird's eye view type.
Almost like exactly. So I'm still trying to get used to that.
Mm-hmm.
It's enjoyable though. It's very nostalgic. Oldendorf says, Tangem and others in chat, which Star Wars minifigure do you want to be part of May 4th promo if it's a minifigure?
Not Blue Milk Luke, that's for sure.
Blue Milk Luke is what we're getting, so...
Not Blue Milk Lego.
That's a good question. I mean, I missed out on Darth Revan. I wish I would have gotten that one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cad Bane.
Maybe? Yeah. Cad Bane would be great. That's a good call right there.
I think we could use another Mace Windu.
Yeah, or another clone trooper.
Yeah,
all
definitely.
Right, fellas, you ready to see this?
Let's do it.
You got this.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
So we're talking about nostalgic sets.
Yeah.
The Wolfpack Renegades was one of the sets I had.
Oh, that's awesome.
As a young fella, and so this was one of the builds I did for a challenge. I did it digitally, but I decided I just had to have it, and I may try and build like a Black Falcon shield and a couple other ones in the same scale.
That's pretty cool.
It took me a little while to work out. See, these are all angle plates.
Yep.
Yeah.
Working out that geometry there, but
Huh.
cool.
That's awesome, man. And that's the one that you did for
for this last challenge.
week 4. Yeah.
For week 4, yeah.
Are you building for week 5?
I got to get my butt in gear for it. So I'm taking my week 4 build and I'm enhancing it. And so I've already done a little with it, but I still need to add quite a lot more. So I guess that's going to be my project tomorrow. But we're going to go see Fantastic Beasts 3 tomorrow as well.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Yeah.
What are you going to see tomorrow?
Fantastic Beasts 3.
Oh, yeah. That's the Dumbledore one?
That's the Dumbledore one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to get something built for number 5, to be honest.
It's going to be a stretch, man. I might have to take it right to the wire on Monday,
Yeah, I guess you get all day Monday. Is that what the deal is?
Yeah.
Till midnight? Yeah.
But mine's digital. Like I'm having to do it digitally. I can't build anything.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no. Well, I'm in the digital part of the competition. That's what I'm going for. So it'll stick digital for me, but I'm having a hard time finding inspiration and thinking what am I going to do? Like I could take one of my previous builds and modify. Kind of am doing that already. I'd like to make something
one brick.
Yeah, just add, yeah. I'd like to do something completely original, but I just don't have the time at this point. Tomorrow's Easter.
No, right.
I'm not going to have any time tomorrow. It's,
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, your last build was epic. You could do that, but
thanks, man.
That's the thing. you got to take it and you got to add like 5 new techniques to the build, and you already had so many techniques in that build. So
I know
what new do you put in? Right?
There was snot. There was greebling. I know, like there was building on an angle. Like what?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So far on
I have to add
mine,
motion.
the one that I'm doing, I've added mosaic and build on an angle, and I already had snot in there. So I think I'm gonna try and do what do you call it? I'm blanking. Sorry. Let's see. Oldendorf said Gold General Grievous would be his choice. That would be cool.
Ooh, yeah.
And Brickman asks, what sets are other people underwhelmed when finished building? That's a good question. It's a sign of a not so good Lego set.
I've got one right behind me. Let me just grab it. Are there any fans? Are there any fans of Nexonites here right now?
Tanner,
you might want to leave for a minute.
Because yeah, this set really had me wondering what Lego was thinking.
All of them are just weird. My kids had one too.
Is that the Trojan horse?
Yeah, it's a horse that becomes a motorbike. It's just, I don't get it. The legs snap.
Eric's like, you bought that piece of shit?
No,
Yeah.
I'm wondering where can I find one?
The colors are
here.
great,
I've got
though.
it here. The color is very cool.
Yeah,
The colors are cool.
The
The piece selection is cool. It's got a cool like javelin style thing on the side here. But man, what is this? And
I love how you start talking that thing up as being some part of cool.
Well, it's got cool features, but it is not cool. At least not in my opinion. Certainly imaginative. Yeah, it's weird. The figures for Nexonites were fantastic, though.
Yes, they were. But yeah, I mean, I like the color scheme. It reminds me of Ice Planet. That was another one that I loved, but just a weird set.
Yeah.
Brian Jorgensen asked if I've started my Titanic. I did not yet, Brian. I haven't cracked it open yet. And sorry for your loss, Brian. Brian's a Minnesota Wild fan.
Oh, I was just gonna say, what the hell did I miss?
I was like, what?
Brian,
I haven't built the Titanic yet, and sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
Brian's a Minnesota Wild fan, hey?
Yeah.
We cannot beat them for the love of God.
And Mike said, speaking of Harry Potter, new $500 set is supposed to be the Goblin's Bank. So I heard it was going to be a Hogwarts station and train.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Yeah, that's what PPJ's saying.
Well, that's cool because I'd like that.
Yeah, I mean, at that price point, it's got to be huge.
Yeah.
That's what she said. And 2, it's got to be motorized, right? Like power function.
Yeah.
That's what she also said.
Price. Yeah.
Tanner, you can't enter the stream late and then set yourself up for jokes. That is just not how this works.
Fair point.
He just says that's what she said. It's going to be huge. He just busts out that's what she said before he even busts out the.
Can't set yourself up to knock it down yourself.
I just did.
You should have heard Eric in the intro. He's like, "This is my night to shine. No Tanner."
And you've ruined it now, Tanner. Thank you.
Not bad.
Shining over. Missed it by that much.
No.
Mike says, what was the Lego series of those robot type figures that came in a tube?
Oh, those were
Bionicle?
Bionicle.
No, there was Bionicle, yeah, but maybe he's thinking, oh, they were robots, yeah, Bionicle.
Yeah, I think it was Bionicle.
There was also a not Knight's Kingdom. I forget what they're called, but they were like large buildable knights.
Knights of Tubeville.
Knights of the Knights of Tubeville, yeah.
Tube stakers.
So what are you all building tonight?
This thing is over 7 inches tall.
So Eric, I have to say the IG you put out today, and I'm assuming you put it on TikTok of Yoda and his new headwear. The Dark Trooper one is probably the best one, man. He was menacing with that one on.
I think yeah, I think Mando's helmet looks good too, right? Like the Boba Fett one looked good before too. I have a lot of rebuilding of the Red 5 helmet and Yoda to do.
I bet it looked cool though. Like I'm like, wow, he got his head in there.
Yeah.
And I saw Kev's comment like, how'd he get his ears in there?
Let's just say there's only the front of Yoda's face still alive, and every other piece is off.
That's hilarious.
Because it eventually was like, oh, I could put it on here. And it's like, oh, okay. And then you just end up taking off more and more. And then it was to the point where, well, I've already come this far. And then it was like, well, can I fit the Batman cowls on? Yeah. And you can't. They're not wide enough to put the cowl. Even the 66 cowl, you can't put on Yoda. Unless you like remove everything from his face.
That's disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. My Jane Goodall sticker is mangled.
Oh no,
that's not good at all.
It's not good at all.
Goodness,
tonight.
I'll be here all week. People try the veal.
TVJ's building Monkey Kids Team Secret headquarters. That's the one that looks like the big cargo ship. Yeah, that's an underrated theme. Monkey Kids.
I think it is. There's some pretty cool stuff in there.
Yeah.
Like, remember that I did one video one time. The one guy was walking around the store with that spider. And the ass end of the spider opens up and it's got this cool, like, I'm like, holy crap. Like,
nice ass.
Nice ass spider. Spider ass.
Wow. I believe that was the predecessor of the new tiger.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that tiger.
Oh, pink butt.
They had it on display at the store today with it showing. Like,
oh, yeah. You want to show
the
it.
store's in on the game. It's like.
So I went to my store yesterday because I'm in a group text to some other St. Louisans, and one of the guys, Brian, it's STL Brick Co. He's a really good builder, but he's like, guys, drop everything. They've got new elements, and my store is notoriously never had good pick-a-brick, and so I took a half day on Friday anyway, and so I rushed to the store, and I got some decent stuff. They had some cloud elements, so I got the clouds. They had some of these printed computers, so I grabbed some of those.
Ooh, wow.
DBG cones, so those are nice pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Some bright orange trans cheese wedges, but this cup is good. So we got the olive green stem pieces.
Nice.
Some 2x6 white tiles, and then these dark orange curved pieces, curved plates.
Way better selection than my pad wall today.
Yeah, pretty decent. And then some of these window pieces, I think I jammed in here too. You know, the curved window. What set is it? Like the canopy on?
Oh, it's from one of the Friends sets, I think. The white curved windows.
These guys here.
The doubles?
Oh, those, yeah.
That's the little they got the little bar on the end of it.
Yeah, they had those at my store, but I just couldn't. I immediately thought about making a long like space tunnel with them.
Oh yeah.
But I would need a lot of clips to go with them, right? And they didn't have those there. Plus, I thought, no. Just not right now.
They also had the narrower doors in trans light blue, but I don't have any narrow door frames. But it's the new narrow door. I can't even remember what set they were in.
That
they're almost like a 3-wide door instead of a 4-wide.
Yeah, it
door.
is.
Real narrow.
There's no center divider.
Right, exactly.
Rickman says, Rick, can we see a peek of your parts drawer of your printed pieces? It tells me a lot about an AFOL, LOL.
About what printed pieces I have? Interesting. I think it's interesting that he thinks I have a drawer specifically for printed pieces. I kind of do. I have multiple places where I keep printed pieces, but hold on, I'll get it.
I have a drawer too.
When I go, and Brick Girl said she checked hers as well.
Yeah.
All they had were 10 clouds. That sucked. Yeah. And that's what this guy said. He was, I think he had just come back from Chicago and said, or had said somebody in Chicago told him they got a bunch of new elements and we get it from the same place. But every time I go to my secondhand Lego seller and I'm rooting through theirs, every time I find a printed piece, I take it. It doesn't matter what it is, I take it because you never know what you're going to use printed elements on, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So this is my printed pieces and strange pieces drawer. Yeah.
And they're now on the table.
Yeah, now they're estranged. So, I've got some interesting pieces. Like I got this thing right here. I don't know if that's going to focus, but probably not. No.
Doesn't want to.
It doesn't want to. I got some fenders, some flame fender pieces.
Oh, bad boys.
Those are nice. Those look good on the handicap.
Yeah. There's a fire truck.
I love
fire
that.
station piece.
That's in great shape too.
Yeah, I've got a few.
Yeah. Keep in mind, it's not bad. It's got some surface scratches, but it's not bad. A little engine here, printed engine piece.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Without the camera focusing, it's really not worth showing anymore.
Right.
But I've got a number. Here's an old 2x2 slope computer console for like airplane console.
Classic.
Yep. Yeah. There's about, I want to say, 25 unsorted, unpicked through bulk sets that I have sitting under my table.
Ooh.
Which I really need to get going on.
That's one of the hardest things to do.
It is. It really is. When you're in the vibe, in the zone, and you just want to build and design, you don't want to sort and
No,
at all. I can't even pay my kids to do it either. I'm sure you probably can't either.
They would never.
Right.
They would never. No way. Daddy, can we build something now? All right.
No, continue to sort.
Sort. You will sort until your fingers bleed.
My fingers hurt. Yeah, well, now your back's gonna hurt. Brian said his pad wall had new stuff. Got a bunch of 2x4 white tiles.
Okay. Nice.
There you go. Yeah, they didn't.
My pad wall had some of that really cool yellow color. It's kind of like a pastel yellow. I think they call it lemon or something.
Yeah, medium light yellow or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Really, really cool. Like it literally was glowing inside of the. Yeah, but other than that, there was really nothing interesting. Which was unfortunate because I was totally willing to walk out with $100 worth of pick a brick wall.
Right.
I always go for 5 cups because I don't want to make the trip every week, right?
Right.
Long trip. So.
My store also had, I didn't grab any, but they had 2x8 tan bricks, which would be, nice builder pieces.
Beautiful wall builders, yeah.
If they would have been 1x8, that would have blasted them. But,
2x8, yeah, a little bit thicker.
Yeah, by the time you get those in a cup, you're not getting a ton of pieces, right?
No.
Yeah.
Those are a good purchase if you COVID purchase.
Yeah.
Like if you couldn't touch the stuff, then
yeah, because they just throw them in a bag for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So during COVID, they were actually allowing me to call ahead and ask what was on the wall.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And they would send me like an image list of parts, so I could plan my cups before I got there, and also decide whether or not I wanted to go. But they're not doing that anymore, so I'm gonna have to get to know somebody there. And, sweet talk them into doing that for me.
What's brutal is my store had like a display of what was on the wall during COVID. Like they'd have a 32 by 32 base plate, and they'd have all the elements laid out on it. Right? They took that away. They don't have it anymore.
I know.
Like, that's something anybody would want to see, because then they don't have to look through all the bins to see what's there, right?
Yep.
Exactly. Like what's the harm in it? Like it's not like people are going to go, oh, I don't want anything. You just look in the bin. If you don't want anything, it's right there. But it helps everyone know. And they would even have things that weren't out in the bins. They were in the back.
Yep.
So but it was on that board that you're talking about. So you could at least see what wasn't even on the wall.
Right. Yep. Absolutely. And that's like the clouds. The guy, the store manager, he's like, oh, I got some more stuff in the back. I think I got a box of clouds. And I was like, yeah, bring those puppies out. I want to get some of those.
Exactly.
Salivating.
What are you building with them? Cloud City. Oh, okay.
A literal cloud city. That's a good idea. I need to do that. Just build a freaking tower out of clouds.
What is that? It's Cloud City. Oh, like from Star Wars? No.
What are you thinking?
Come on.
Laura said there's a Facebook group I'm in where people post pictures of the different stores.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I like that. I'm going to have to find that group.
PBJ said the pad wall had translucent blue doors. Yeah, mine too. PBJ, I was talking about those. They were trans blue, but they were also narrower.
That's wild.
And Brian said Mall of America store got similar orders. Ours, yeah. Brian, Mall of America gets them from the Chicago distribution center as well. They all, because I guess the Mall of America store manager's name is Kevin as well. So that Kevin and my Kevin are good buddies.
Like me?
And you're my other Kevin. It's like Bob Newhart.
So I'm like my other Kevin? Or is he my other Kevin?
It's like Bob Newhart. You know, Daryl.
I don't want to just know where I stand in this relationship.
My other Kevin. You're Kevin 1. He's Kevin 2. All right.
These are the Kevins I know.
Yes.
The other Kevin is Kevin Poop. Let's just call him Kevin Poop.
If you're watching Kevin Poop, you're really not Kevin Poop.
If you're watching Kevin Poop, you're great. I love you.
He told me.
Well, wait, what's he going to be known as now that I'm not going to know who you're talking about?
He did tell me, and I told you guys this on the text, but everybody else might want to know. He said he hadn't heard yet. He said there was going to be a call today. They were having some kind of web meeting either today or Monday, but 3 promos for May the 4th weekend.
Ooh.
So obviously the blue milk is one. We got some images of a keychain today. So I think that's going to be 2, but who knows what number 3 is going to be.
It's Poop and Pee.
Poop. Nailed it.
Well, do you think the keychain will be a regular VIP thing like the Han Solo and Carbonite was?
That one was a promo though, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah, because slightly after that they did the brick, and that was a VIP purchase. A little 2x4 brick keychain. Oldendorf, I don't think it is. I think it's a promo because the Han and Carbonite one was definitely a promo, and it still says VIP on the back, I believe, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it says VIP on the back.
Yeah, I got it right here.
But it was definitely a promo, wasn't it, Kev? Because I remember I had to buy a Star Wars set to get it. I'm trying to remember which one I did.
It has VIP on the back of it.
Yeah.
Right. And on the back of the actual thing, it says VIP, just like that Beskar one does.
Yeah, I thought.
PJ said I thought it came with
like it does have that VIP on the back of it. So there's.
No, it wasn't the Cantina because the Cantina was Yoda's lightsaber.
No, it just had to be $1. It just had to be $1 amount then.
It was.
It was a dollar amount, yeah.
It was a promo for Star Wars. I remember it.
I can't remember for what though. I know I got one.
Yeah. Anyway,
I know I don't
That
need
one
it.
maybe, and I hope that it's a third Star Wars one. I hope it's another vignette and not the because that fairground VIP set's supposed to come out sometime in May as well.
Yeah.
And it looks like the rumors of another roller coaster is really what it's going to be for another fairground ride.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so
Which I know I don't have room for 2 roller coasters, so
Nobody really has room for one roller coaster, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like,
I was trying to consider where I had room for a Falcon today.
your coffee table.
Oh, I know. You did a great job with that. And you said you had didn't you say you had 2 of them?
Well, I'm doing a second one. I'm doing the trench run in another coffee
Oh,
table.
yeah, that's right.
That's a slow process, that one.
Right. But it is a glorious, glorious Lego set. To behold in person is just,
It is fantastic.
Yeah.
And then you got to get Lego to screw up on sending you tiles, so you can do the complete floor in black.
Oh.
That's the key.
Now, is it true that the interior is kind of lackluster?
I don't think so.
The Falcon.
Yeah.
It's not a fully furnished interior, right? It's got
It has some areas, but
I think they're good. Like the escape pod section is really good.
Yeah.
The Dejarc table is good. I think it's good.
Okay.
Oh,
Good.
that reminds me of something. There's a section in that Lego game where you got to help put the Millennium Falcon back together before they fly out there.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, I know it sucks. I totally confused the hell out of me, and I'll help people out with this right now. They tell you to grab this power pack thing, and it says get the crane operating. So I took it over to the crane, and I'm all over this crane. You got to move it around. It goes up in the air and down. Trying to figure out where to put it. That's not what you do. You take it, you go over to the wall, you push a thing against the wall, and then the escalator takes like Han Solo up to the top to go blast stormtroopers. I'm like, oh, for crying out loud. That took me a little bit of time.
Take care, Ollendorf.
Yeah, take care, Ollendorf.
Everybody, talk to you later.
Yeah, I hate that when you can't. Your mind is in one place and you need to get to the other, but you just can't. You spend like so much time. Why isn't this working? Oh.
Yeah, and then I figured it out, and I'm like, oh, okay, well that works. And then I immediately fell off of it. So.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Oh, speaking of Mando, when does the next season start? Does anybody know?
Is it this year or is it next year? I feel like it's next year.
Is it really? Oh man!
Because I think for Star Wars, I think it's just Kenobi and then the Cassian Andor show this year.
Okay, I'm looking forward to Kenobi though. Like that's going to be.
And then it'll be Ahsoka and Mandalorian season 2 next year.
Okay.
Yeah, Kenobi looks like it's going to be great. Now it got delayed. It's a week or it's 3 days delayed instead of the Wednesday the 25th. It'll be on that Friday, I think. That's what I heard. But we'll get 2 episodes instead of 1.
That's in May, right?
In May, yeah.
Yeah.
May the when is it? 27th.
It should have been May the 4th.
It should have.
Really.
Thanks for your contribution, Eric. That was great.
Just waiting.
Just waiting in the weeds.
Brick Girl said it's Stanton just hit a 2-run double, up 3-2 now. Easy.
Nice.
And Mike Carswell says, who is watching the new Marvel series on Disney Plus, Moonlight, or something like that? Moon Knight. I'm watching it, and I'm loving it. It's awesome so far.
I have not started it, and I'm not even familiar with that character.
I wasn't either.
Okay. Is it a new character? Is it somebody from way back?
It's from the books, but I think it was around the 90s, late 90s when he came in, or early 2000s. But he's kind of like the Marvel white Batman. Like, and I say white, not a white dude, but like in white armor, right?
Right.
Good recovery.
But Oscar Isaac is amazing in it so far. Like he is knocking it out of the park with his acting.
Yeah, 100%. Like he is so much cooler than Poe Dameron.
He is. And he like this show is making Hawkeye look like a terrible show. Just it's way better.
I never got into that Hawkeye.
Thank you. I kept trying to say less Hawkeye. Jane Doe knows what I'm talking about. She agrees.
Yeah.
And Ethan Hawke is the villain in it, and he's a badass too. Like he is really putting on.
He just grabs people and kills them.
Ethan Hawke is in Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm totally watching it. Then I like Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, I mean, ever since Reality Bites.
Well, for me, it was Explorers.
Oh,
That's
I
going
like
back to
Training
when-
Day. I liked him in Training Day.
Oh, Training Day was excellent. Yeah.
Well, you're welcome. I was going to say something stupid and decided not to.
who? You?
I know, right? Who could that have been?
You wouldn't do such a thing.
No, really good. I actually finished, kind of sped and powered my way through Punisher 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So
And, really
your
good.
assessment of season 2? What did you think of season 2?
I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. It wasn't, I wouldn't say it was, season 1 was fantastic, and I enjoyed season 2. I thought it was really good.
Absolutely. I liked it too. I just thought season 1 was way better. Like way better.
It was a lot to live up to, but really, really good. It's sad that it looked like there was going to be a season 3, so I looked into it a little bit, and there were some political things, which is what kind of stopped it from happening. But no, really enjoyable. Episode 12 in season 2 is when they actually show the scenes that are shot in Albany, which were just blocked from my old office. So if you remember when the Punisher and the police sergeant for the NYPD are in the ambulance and it crashes, that whole area is blocks from my old office, and I used to drive by every day the intersection where that ambulance actually had crashed onto the road.
At any part in the movie, can you see you on the sidelines eating a corn dog?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh,
I'm out.
I'm out.
How long after the crash did he punish someone?
Oh, shit.
You're taking my job here.
Sweet.
No,
sweet.
John Bernthal, man, that guy is a great actor in that series. The guy who plays Punisher.
I kind of wonder how much is it acting and how much is it just real person.
Right?
Because he had a pretty crazy life before acting, and even as he was like getting into acting. If you've ever heard an interview with him, he could be the Punisher. Like he could be Frank Castle.
He's a good actor. Have you seen the movie? It's a Jeremy Renner, and we're talking about him. What's it called? Like, is it Mystic River or something? No, Wind River. I can't remember. But it's him in
Moon River.
I think it's Alaska or no, Montana, somewhere like frigid Indian reservation in Montana. But Bernthal's in that one too. It's a fantastic movie. I think you can watch it on Netflix. Brick Doctor says, "Did someone say punish?" Oh man. River, thanks, Brick Girl. Yeah, that one's fantastic too.
So Tanner, I know what he's talking about, but there might be other people that don't.
I think Kevin wants to explain this one with a necklace, preferably.
This thing is over 7 inches tall. Did I tell you that? You don't have to feel too bad about being late tonight, Tanner. Somebody else was extremely late too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's me.
That's all right.
That's all right.
Well, he did hear Tanner wasn't going to be here on time, so like he's like, "What's the point?"
Yeah, I was like, fine. You know what? I'll take this time to do a Windows update. That's what I'll do.
Spoiled by the Windows update again.
Oh my gosh. I noticed the computer was chugging last night, and then when I tried to log on today, I knew there was going to be a problem, so I thought I'd shut everything that was open down, and that's when it basically went into freeze mode. So yeah,
That's like when you get a cell phone OS update, and you're like, "Oh yeah, let me do this. It'll be quick," and then it takes you freaking 2 hours to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Rick Doctor says necklace. Is that your necklace? No, I heard that.
I think you're gonna have to explain it. Rick, are you familiar with the necklace? Has Kevin showed off that fine piece of jewelry?
Just say
I'm
no.
not.
Just say no.
I'm not.
Man,
Kevin, I think you got to get both of them out there.
What?
So
We're
Rick,
waiting.
we were. Kevin is a huge fan of Brickmaster Amy from Lego Masters.
Oh yeah, okay.
Huge fan, like the biggest fan of Brickmaster Amy. And we were watching the digital or the online brick convention that Lego did last year.
Yes.
And we were all just kind of watching it on a Zoom together, and Kevin saw the necklace that Brickmaster Amy was wearing, and he loved it. He just loved it. He went on probably a 3-minute rant about how much he loved this necklace with her name on it.
Didn't even realize I was doing it.
So shortly after that, she sent him a necklace with his name on it.
No.
No.
Oh.
I think they're both upstairs.
So someone sent him a necklace saying it was from her with his name on it, but it was a Minions one, so it said Kevin, and it had a little banana hanging off of it as well. Well, he liked that one so much that then the good doctor, the Brick Doctor, found one in a gift shop that just reminded him of Kev, and sent him a nice
have Kevin and
nice leather choker that said Brick Building Biker on it, and had a stormtrooper hanging off of it.
Oh my word!
He forgot the ball gag, but when he did send it over, and the Brick Doctor's from the UK, when he did send it over, he did declare on the customs form that it was adult toys.
Adult toys. Yeah.
My,
that was the best part. They're both upstairs.
And I'm pretty sure you opened it during a live stream too.
I did. So. Yeah, sure did.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
Just tell me one thing: is the infatuation with Amy true? Okay, got it. I just. Well, on a change of subject,
I was upset. I was mad. I was a little bit angry. I was tired of the.
Cool.
It's interesting.
I was tired of her some of her comments
awesome.
And stuff. So
that's the video set, eh?
Yeah.
This is a video set. Yeah, it's pretty
I like
cool.
That car, man. You could make that an actual. You could just convert that and make it an actual car. And be
I think I might. I might make it Rick Brickham's new ride. It's got
awesome.
Optimus Prime on the back.
That's
Autobots roll out.
Who's the guy that does Optimus's voice?
So
the other day I saw a TikTok with him, and goddamn it, he looked like Bryan Cranston.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's on that. Yeah, he's on that Netflix show, and he's done it for 30 years. Like he's done his voice.
But he was talking normal, and then he said, "Yeah," and then they asked me to do this, and then he goes, "I just lowered my voice," and I'm like, "Holy shit!"
Right.
But I thought it was Brian. Like, when I saw the TikTok the guy looks just like Bryan Cranston. So I thought, like, Bryan Cranston's Optimus Prime? No.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Great Scott!
Oh wow! Mike said he's trying to get Brickmaster Amy to sell him a pair of her panties. What? I don't even know that I should have read that. Brian said, "Kevin, your necklace is probably in the nightstand by the bed."
Yeah, it totally is. I thought I had it right here. But
so it's Peter Cullen is the voice of Prime. Yeah, and you're right. He does look a little bit like Bryan Cranston. That is funny.
Oh, here we go.
Well,
My
listen,
wrist hurts.
gentlemen. I was late.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to leave early.
What? Is it me? It's me, isn't it?
It's you,
Okay.
Tanner.
Damn it.
No, you know what it is
It's you.
that we've got a certain thing coming up tomorrow, and I got to help set some stuff up.
No, of
That's
course.
fair.
Christmas?
Christmas, yeah.
Yes.
We start really early.
No better time than to start now.
Yeah.
Uh,
So I don't want to leave, but I kind of have to.
no, we understand, my friend. We understand. We're kind of all dancing around this weekend anyway. Like that's why we're streaming tonight. So
Right.
um,
So I really appreciate you having me back, Kevin, and it's great to see you guys again, Eric, Tanner. Really fun spending time with you guys, and I hope to do it again real soon.
absolutely.
Thanks for coming.
It's always a pleasure.
Next
All
time
right.
we're going to tell you the stream starts at 5, though.
So that I'm actually here on time. I got it.
Nailed it.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll make sure the Windows update is done like a day in advance. And then I'll
There you go.
Okay, boys, take it easy, eh?
All right.
Take
Thanks
care.
for showing up,
Happy
buddy.
Easter to
Appreciate
you.
it.
Yeah, have a great holiday.
Hey, you too. Happy Easter.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Jane does says the panties auction's ending soon. That's the real reason, isn't it?
Oh no, somebody else saw it. Somebody else saw the auction. I gotta get on there quick.
Wow.
Oh, that's good.
You guys are going straight to hell.
You sure are.
Well,
Sure are.
it'll be a better place with my friends there anyway. So
Yeah. Not wrong. This thing's over 7 inches tall.
So I
Never
play. I play bar trivia. I think you guys know that, or I mentioned that. And I go with a couple of my neighbors, and so we're doing league play. There's a big league around here. Actually, it's a league all over the country. It's called Team Trivia. There's a big group in Atlanta, etc. But they take your top 20 scores for league play, and then like the top, I forget how many teams that have the top scores out of their top 20 get to go into a tournament at the end of the season or whatever. So we're in like 8th place, I think. But this last week we go and we get first place in the bar that we went to. We like killed it. It was our highest score ever. We had 82 points, and out of a possible 86. So 82 out of 86. We missed 2 questions all night. So just nailed it that night. And we get done, and I'm looking. We always make this joke that so the last question of the night, you can wager up to 15 points on the question, right? So many times, depending on what our score is, we try and wager up to get 69 if we can have it, right? Just the classic chestnut.
Yeah, because you're 12.
Because
to force someone to have to say it.
Because we're 14 years old, So to force the host to have to say it. So we get this just monster score, this 82, right? And I go and look on the league page the next day and do the math. And I send a text out to the group, and I'm like, anybody happen to notice what our average score out of the 20 scores is after that big win last night? On the button, 69. On the nose. Like,
that's awesome.
Nailed it, right?
And are you guys now quitting for the rest of the league, or?
Yeah, I mean, you might as well.
Right.
I think the league ends in July, so we're already, our score's high enough that we'll be fine to make the tournament.
So how long does it run for?
It's a long time. It's like half a year, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, and you can go. There's like 15 bars around town that host trivia nights. So you could go every week, but that's why they average your top 20 scores, right?
Yeah.
So you probably have to go, at least 20 times to then be entered into the...
Right. And we typically go once a week, though. When new bars host trivia around here, they'll give bonus points for leagues to try and boost the people going to the bar, right?
Yep.
To try and boost the trivia night. So, like, you don't get a bonus point for the night, but you get extra points for the league.
Okay.
Jane Doe says it's not 69 anymore anyway. The cost of eating out has gone up. It's 96.
96, yeah.
Well, the best score you can get is an 86. So that one's going to be a tough bar to reach. Or it's 8 something. No.
So I watched something the other day, yesterday on Netflix there. I watched that, the Boeing, or not Boeing, SpaceX.
Yeah, I finally watched the Boeing one the other
Not
day.
the Boeing one, the SpaceX one.
Oh, I haven't watched that one.
Yeah, it's pretty good, actually. Elon Musk is a weird dude.
He's a really weird dude. So allegedly, he's living below the poverty line, or that's what he's telling people, because he's sinking all of his Tesla money into SpaceX. And
well, I don't know how much of that I believe, because isn't it him that's putting the 42 billion in for Twitter?
Yeah, I don't believe it either. But that's
there is a lot of money going into SpaceX, no doubt about it. But they did give him a pretty hefty contract.
Right, exactly.
So, but all the time up to that was all his money. Like, he crashed 4 times before, and they kind of said 4's our number. Like, we don't have money after 4. And they went for 5, I think, because they were they were right close. But like they said, we'd rather crash a few times, get it figured out. And now they've got something, right? So, but it's kind of sad. You know what I totally forgot was it Challenger that burnt up on?
Challenger was the one. Yeah, it was.
Challenger that burnt up on re-entry? No,
it was.
Challenger blew up on takeoff.
Yep.
What's the one that came apart on re-entry?
I don't remember that. We tried not to think about the crashes.
Yeah, I totally forgotten about it, man. And they start talking about it, and I'm watching this, and I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, they lost one on re-entry? And yeah, they did. It wasn't Challenger, though. It was can't remember now.
Yeah, it wasn't Challenger. Todd's here. Todd says 68 is better where you get yours, but 01.
Okay, so what did I do wrong here?
What is going
Columbia,
on?
that's it. The
Columbia, yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally forgotten about that. But it was kind of interesting just to watch his mannerisms and stuff, and like even it's funny because the first SpaceX mission that went up, the astronauts' name were Bob and Doug. So every time I hear Bob and Doug, I think Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Yeah.
So like they're saying Bob and Doug, and I'm like, oh God.
You're waiting for them to sing
yeah,
12 Days of Canadian Christmas.
Yeah. But like when those guys went up or whatever, they came back down and they're doing their presser or whatever, and Elon gets up there and starts talking, and he was just like a kid. He's just like, they didn't really say very much. Like they just came from outer space. They're tired. Like, right. They got to walk down these stairs. They haven't seen their families yet. The one, I can't remember if a Bob or Doug's kid comes running out, almost takes them out because they could barely walk, right?
Right.
But they sit down. They're like, okay, yeah, I know it was great. They're just trying to get through the presser to get the hell out of there. And then Elon gets up there and he goes, oh, greater words couldn't have been spoken. And I'm like, well, they didn't really say much of anything, but okay. And he goes, my adrenaline's just like, I'm just like, I'm like, this guy's nuts. I love him.
He is very eccentric.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to kill me too, by the way.
Why?
One of the 2 questions we missed.
Oh, no.
What Canadian holiday, founded in 1982, is celebrated on July 1st?
No, it wouldn't be Canada Day.
Not at all. Just like, as soon as I heard it, I'm like, oh, Jesus, I'm never going to hear the end of this one. But nobody on the team knew it. Like, nobody.
God.
We love our Canadian neighbors.
We're all like, derp.
That's funny. Gotta pay attention to this damn thing.
It'll get you right. Like it's
Yeah, you got to pay attention to exactly where you're at.
It's like a really complicated build. It's one of the most complicated there was.
Yeah.
I think I could leave him like this, and it looks like he just has got his side of his head shaved.
There you go.
That's one way to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, Mike says Elon's the modern day version of Howard Hughes. I could see that. He's an odd duck for sure.
He's almost like, I don't know. He seems very odd, but it almost it normalizes him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's not this. Like if you watch F1, you watch the Stroll family, and you see like Lance Stroll's a driver, and his dad's just an arrogant dick, but he's like multi-millionaire, like billionaire, whatever. But he's just an arrogant ass. Elon's not really like that. He's just like some sort of everyday clown.
Well, thank you very much. I'm glad to hear that.
Elon, Eric, it sounds the same.
Yeah, you know, I got the clown part down.
Nailed it.
I'm just waiting for the brains to go with it.
Yeah.
Jane Doe says it's the helmet version of the typewriter. You need a beverage, Kevin. It will help you.
Oh, I need a beverage, all right. Couple of them. Bevies.
Parked Up Playboy says that Elon's autistic. Really?
You know what? I could see it.
He's high functioning, man. Very high functioning.
Very high functioning, but you can totally see it in his mannerisms, I guess. Yeah, that would make sense. Autistic and extremely rich. Lucky, lucky. It was 42 billion he was going to pay for Twitter, right?
Yeah.
It's no small amount of change.
Ridiculous.
No small amount of change, that's for sure. Jane Doe said that's why it's a spectrum.
Yeah, that's true. Now, is he still, like, because he was one of the founding fathers of Twitter, right?
Was he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, wasn't he?
I don't know. I didn't know that.
It's one of the social media platforms. That was like his thing. That's how he became rich.
Yeah, it was a .com stuff they said, but I didn't know it was Twitter or whatever. It
was one of them. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but he did. Maybe it was it Instagram? Maybe one of the platforms. He was one of the founding fathers of. Thought it was Twitter.
Then he must have sold at some point because you wouldn't have to buy back in.
Obviously, yeah.
There we go. Starting to get through this thing a little bit. Yeah, this is pretty interesting how they get what they're doing with some of these pieces and to get these angles and stuff. But
PayPal. Was that it? Was it PayPal? Yeah, it was PayPal.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. That's it. Thank you, Jane Doe.
Yeah, I could see how that'd be worth a bit of money.
You're right. Okay, so yeah, and she said he has 17% of the shares of Twitter, but he wants to take the majority ownership of it.
Yeah.
Mike says Elon seems down to earth. Don't get me started on Stroll because no way in hell would be an F1 if Daddy didn't own it.
Well, yes and no, Mike. I agree. I agree, and I don't like. He is a winning driver. There's no doubt that he gets a car because his dad's in the position he's in or whatever. But he still has to be a winning driver because
it's not just anybody can drive
an F1.
An F1
so
car.
He's Canadian, so I like him.
I bet he knows when Canada Day is.
He might know what Canada Day is. Yeah.
The guy announces it, and my neighbor, he goes, "Now you're just making up days." He says that out loud to the host. He's like, "Now you're just making things up."
Man, you should have phoned a friend.
I should have. I really should have. I wanted to.
I would have just been you effing idiot. It's Canada Day. That makes sense.
How many times do I have to tell you?
I mean, I said Montreal Monday, but it just didn't work.
Oh,
wait, what's the joke? That it's Canada Day or Montreal Monday? I don't know which one's the joke.
Oh man.
My brain does not want to work with this thing here. Okay, that's there. Montreal Monday.
Oh, so I was in the store and the guy brought out the Jurassic Park set to show me, even though it doesn't come. So it's odd. It goes on sale tomorrow, but the Lego store is closed tomorrow, and so they're not going to actually have it in stock until Monday, right? Even though it's supposed to, the release date.
Are they actually closed?
Yeah, they're closed.
Huh.
Yeah.
Ours wouldn't be.
Really? Yeah, ours is here. So they'll go until Monday. But he brought the box out and showed me. And the box is a lot larger than I thought it was going to be. Like, this is going to be a big set, that Jurassic Park set is. Like, it was yay big, the box was. I expected it to be like the Dark Trooper size, narrower, but it's large.
What was the price on that set?
90, I think. I think it's 90 here, right?
Maybe
it's 120. Maybe it's 120. I'm gonna look it up.
And that would be what the kind of like a diorama, almost Jurassic World Park kind of set, right? So
I'm not big on the brick built T-Rex. His feet look like he's wearing T-Rex tennis shoes. Like they look bad.
Well, all the better to catch you in, my dear.
Seriously.
How else is he going to play at Wimbledon?
T-Rex breakout, $100 here.
So 190 here. Rick Doctor says it's 90 there.
Holy moly. Jane Doe said 199 there. Yikes.
Oof.
It's expensive.
That is just brutal.
Yeah, PBJ says his is closed tomorrow too. His Lego store is too.
Is it? Yeah, I guarantee you the West End one's open. Well, and Southgate. Holy smokes, you gotta pay attention to this crap.
What are you building? Technic over there?
Yeah, it seems like it. Kind of seems like it. Mike says 10 gallons of gas or a new Lego set.
Oh, man, you're kidding. Yeah, we drove today. I had to put gas in the wife's car twice, and it was probably $100.
Oh,
That's crazy. Of course, I spent $90 on the movie tickets for tomorrow. Jeez.
Yeah. Well, and don't buy anything to eat.
And don't get fuel on the way there.
I still haven't even seen Batman yet.
I haven't either. I just haven't found 3 hours to go watch it.
Yeah, I'll wait till that's, available to watch at home.
I agree.
It's supposed to be really good, so
That's what I'm hearing.
see
Yeah,
it
it's
when
really that 3-hour thing that's just
Right.
wow.
Oh,
Jane Doe says, so I can buy it overseas, ship it to me for cheaper than I can even buy it here, and probably still get it before Australia has it available.
yeah.
So is that just the price that it's going to be if you got it from Lego, or is that the same price you would pay, Jane Doe, if you go to like a reseller at a store like, Rick James Bricks or something? I wonder if are they charging that same price that it would be from Lego?
It's a good question. I don't know. I know they do have stuff on sale there a lot. Like she gets stuff on sale quite a bit compared to the Lego price, but man, they take it in the tailpipe when it comes to pricing there. Even with GSTs added into their price, but because I think all their stuff is shipping from Asia, it adds to the price there. But even so, it still seems like a pretty premium markup.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Is it something I said?
Yeah. You said premium. He's got to go Google what premium means.
I thought it was about the tailpipe.
Ever since his tugboat incident, he's been sensitive. He's had a sensitive tailpipe. Oh my lord!
Jane Doe is season 4 Australian Lego Masters airing soon. Should be, right? I know they did some promos for it.
Yeah, it should be starting right away, I think.
So they're already kind of teasing season 3 here. Brick Doctor says Lego exclusive over here at the moment. They will do an exclusive with the real retailer in a few months. Yeah. Here you can get it at Target and at Lego, and that's it.
What's that?
That Jurassic Park set.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there you go. Jane Doe said tomorrow is when Australian Lego Masters starts.
Oh, cool. Are you gonna be watching Jane Doe?
I am sure she will be.
Remember when they made her watch her first episode?
All right. And now she just casually talks to all the Lego Masters and is like best friends with a couple of them.
And hangs out.
Right.
And I don't think Kevin's name gets brought up once.
Never. Kevin who?
Who dat? Who dis?
I don't know. She is, I think, going to hook up David,
Yeah.
one of the winners of season 3, to come on Building with Buds with us someday. It might take her coming on too, though, to really seal the deal.
Seal the deal, yeah. Which we're good with.
Absolutely.
Yep. That sounds like a yes, I'll be on soon to me.
I think so.
If that happens, I'll get Yana on, and then we can all just be one happy giant family.
Oh, Yana.
Yana.
You know you wanna. They don't do it.
Jane Doe said they are bringing back the Brick of Doom for season 4, but apparently a new brick as well.
That one's called the Brick of Gloom.
Oh, Jane Doe says the requirement to get David on is that we have to watch the first episode of Doctor Who. We can do that.
That's bull crap. She's lying right now.
Brick Girl said Easter Bunny just visited and dropped off a basket of Spider-Man Lego. We'll have a happy camper in the house. That's awesome. Tell the Easter Bunny he can come here next.
Tommy, can you hear me? I've already watched it. I don't have to watch it again. I loved it.
What, Doctor Who?
Yeah. he's a pinball wizard, right? Like that, right?
That's the one, yeah.
She's gonna like fight you if you
Yeah.
make
That
fun of
Deaf,
that
Dumb, and
show.
What's
Blind
there
kid
to fight?
played
Isn't
in
that what?
pinball.
What's there to fight? Isn't that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
He has such supple wrists.
Supple. You just said supple.
Didn't I?
So
Hate that
Mike
word.
said it's cool
Moist.
about Boone. Yeah, Boone headed to be a senior designer at Lego, moving to Denmark in July.
Yep.
That's awesome. Couldn't be a more deserving dude.
The funny thing is that you watch that video of him where he talks about like a few years ago, he's already applied for that job. He already applied for a job and went there for an interview and stuff and never got it.
Yep, I did see that.
Shoes he was wearing were cool.
Oh, that's cute. Maura said Molly was looking at the sets in the store today and said, "Mommy, I want those. I can build them myself." Little did she know she picked them up on super sale last weekend.
Oh, nice.
I mean, the Easter Bunny picked them up on Super
Yeah,
Sale.
right?
Whoosh. Trying to do here, wrecking things. That's pretty cool. But I do have pieces left over that I should not have left over. They probably go right there and there. They do. Oh, and there's stickers for them too. Son of a.
I'm a little surprised, unless it happened today, that we haven't seen any leaks of the land speeder yet, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that guy or girl is doing a really good job at containing leaks, right? So anything that comes out, it's going to be because Lego wants you to know about it, right?
Absolutely.
At this point.
Or because a retailer leaks it early, right? I know a lot of them have done that.
Yeah, but then the SWAT team jumps in and
Right.
And it's ugly.
It gets ugly.
Yeah, I think the only thing we've seen is that C-3PO minifigure, which looks pretty epic.
Right, it's going to have the red. Is that the one that's going to have a red arm?
The silver leg.
The silver leg, okay.
Third leg?
Third leg, yeah.
Can't wait. Can't wait. Hey, Becca. How you doing?
Hey, Rebecca.
Hey, Rebecca.
I made the smoothie today for lunch. I'm still eating lunch.
Nice. Is it smooth?
It's got lots of E in it, too.
Oh. Well, it sounds delicious.
Delicious.
Oh, man. I'm slow. I just got that joke. Seriously.
Long drive today, huh?
Seriously. That was like a killer dad joke too, man. You nailed it. Terrible. It's got lots of E in it too. How about that Canada Day?
Idiot. You're the smartest dumb guy I know.
I'm telling you, and it's crazy too, because I got a question that nobody else in the bar got. Like literally, the guy reads it off. The host can't even pronounce it. It's about German philosophy, right? And the only German philosopher I know is Friedrich Nietzsche. And so we write it down. He's reading it off, and he's like, Friedrich, and I yell out Nietzsche, and everybody in the bar is looking at me like I wrecked the curve. Like, and he's like, yeah, only one team got that. I guess you can see who it was. Oh.
So it's not who can score quicker, right? Or get the answer quicker.
Yeah, everybody just he'll ask a question and then he'll play a song. So you get basically 2.5 minutes to answer the question. Yeah,
that gives me plenty of time to search it online.
Right? Well, you can't do that. No cheating.
No, you can't do that.
That's true. That's
watch
true.
me.
Mike said he is going wabbit hunting. Good night, Mike.
Yeah?
Thanks for stopping by.
All right, Mike.
Have a good one. Enjoy.
Yeah. Thanks
Happy
for
Easter,
coming
dude.
by tonight, Mike. Appreciate it as always.
Todd says, is it bad that when I was a kid, my dad served rabbit for Easter dinner and said to enjoy Easter now because you're eating the Easter bunny for dinner? Oh, man.
We have no little kids in here. It's late enough, right?
I think that's correct.
When I was a little kid, I had it was a family uncle, so like he's not really like a blood uncle, but family friend. So I called him uncle. His name was Uncle Barney. I love this man. He was a great man, hilarious. He kind of got me into firearms and that sort of stuff. He was always, hunting and that sort of thing. And kind of wanted to be like him. But I remember as a little kid, and I ran into his house. We went over there for it was Christmas Day, and we went over there for dinner. For dinner or whatever, and I go running in. I was excited because Santa had brought me something, and I said, "Uncle Barney, look what Santa brought me." I kid you not, he's a gruff man, right? But he's sitting in the chair and he's like, "Santa," and I'm like, "Yeah, look, he brought me this," and he goes, "Well, I'm going to tell you something. Santa couldn't have come because I shot all those goddamn reindeer last week."
Oh, man.
And I was like mortified. My aunt lost her shit. Yeah.
That's
It was that day that I was not the same.
And that was the moment. But that needs a good voiceover. And that, kids, was the moment.
He did emotional damage.
It coincides with Canada Day.
Right?
They fall right on the same day. It's incredible.
Abe's back. Hello, Abe. Nice to see you.
Abe.
Yep. So I can relate with the old "the rabbit's gone" story.
No, I've never had that happen in my life.
What? The rabbit?
Any of those kind of experiences.
You're lucky. That's why you're not traumatized like me.
No, it's for a whole nother reason. It doesn't have to be anything like that to do it.
That's pretty cool. Now this one, the end is near.
So,
oh, sneaky 2 times. So what else on the plans tomorrow? You guys got dinners or what?
No dinners. Just that's what we were visiting the wife's grandparents, and like her parents drove down from Minnesota as well. So we did the Easter dinner thing today, and then tomorrow we're just gonna see the movie and hang out as a fam, chill, and working on this mosaic I've been working on.
Yes, it's looking really good. There was a little sneak peek there on Insta.
Yeah, made some progress since then as well. I might, once I get done building this, I might lift her up and show you all how I'm progressing.
Somebody wants to have a sore back tomorrow.
Seriously. How about you, Eric? Anything special tomorrow?
We'll go over to my sisters and hang with them for a while. We'll have brunch, and then we'll come back here, and eventually the wife's family will be swinging by at some point. And just trying to relax most of the day, really.
Yeah.
Nice.
How about you, Kev? Anything good?
Nope.
No.
No. Be doing as little as possible.
Brian, they are from a town called Wanamingo, which is probably 15 minutes from Rochester.
Want to mingle?
Wanamingo, exactly.
Want to mingle?
Sounds like a dating app.
Little bitty town. And they were not too happy about the Blues beating the Wild today.
Oh,
You should have said, well, my friend who celebrates Canada Day, his team lost to your team, so fuck it.
well, it was a much different game when you were there too, right?
Right. Yeah.
So then you didn't have to listen to anything when
When they came back.
they came back, right? You got to avoid all that.
Exactly.
Well, that couldn't have worked out any better.
Right? Yeah, that would have been a little embarrassing because I was bebopping and scatting all over him every time the Blues scored.
Well, don't you know?
I could just see because Tanner gets that he gets that frustrated look in his face when they start losing and they start doing they start playing like shit and stuff. He gets mad, right? So I could just see him. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, they're winning," and then you'd see him score a goal, and he could just see his face just power down.
Meltdown.
Kids, get in the car now.
Yep.
Time to go. I'm not putting up with this crap anymore.
Get your shoes on. Let's go.
Where are you? Right
Nope,
there.
I got the Rangers had a 12:30 game today, which was nice.
Who'd they play?
They played Detroit.
Oh,
They handled them pretty easily.
I would
So,
think so.
well, those are the games that they tend to, let the other team play too well.
Yeah, the Blues have been doing that too, or had been, I should say, but they're on a heater right now.
Brian says, I've always wanted to play bingo there.
I'm sure they've got some good bingo there.
Edmonton had an afternoon game today, too. He played Vegas.
I think all the teams did, right? I think it was, or most of them, just since it's Easter tomorrow.
Yeah.
And was it everywhere that was having? I know the Garden. It was like Kids Day. So I don't know if that was something the other teams around the league did too.
Sure, probably.
Oh, this screwed me up.
Rangers are in second place, right? They're still
They
below
are, yeah.
Florida.
They are. No, Florida's well ahead. So Rangers are in the Metro. Florida's in the Atlantic.
Oh, okay.
Florida's. I don't think they'll have any problems winning the Eastern Conference, or at least at the end of the regular season.
Yeah.
But they are 2 points behind Carolina for first in the Metro, and both have 7 games left.
Okay.
And it just changes big time who you're going to play, right? Like if it ends today, the Rangers would be playing Pittsburgh, and they've played them very well all year. Again, it doesn't mean anything going into the playoffs against Sidney Crosby in that group.
Yeah.
But if they won the Metro, they would either be playing right now. It would be Boston, I think.
Okay.
Or it could end up being like Tampa Bay. So you kind of just want them to finish second or third.
Where they're at, yeah. And Kev, who's Edmonton going to be playing? Is
I
it
think
Vegas?
they're going to probably be
Vegas.
playing Vegas.
Yeah.
and we played them today and handled them handily. What the hell am I doing here?
Yeah, we're pretty much set to face Minnesota in the first round.
Yeah, well, take care of them because Edmonton sure as hell can't.
It's wild how some teams are just have your number, eh?
Yeah.
Well, I think they have a lot of good things going for them in that category. I mean, hey, they have a pretty good goalie in Fleury.
Yeah.
But they always play Talbot against us because Talbot always wants to shit on us, right?
And that's who was in the net today.
Yeah, that's who played us, and yeah, they just couldn't seem. They played the hell out of the game. They just couldn't seem to get it past them.
Yeah. I'm ready for playoffs, man. The hockey season just goes so quickly.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, they're also, because of COVID, playoffs would have already been starting.
Yeah.
Typically around this time. So, we're ending up being like 2 weeks past what playoffs usually would be starting.
Yeah.
So it does make it seem even worse that, even longer now.
I tell you, though, I'm pretty pumped for baseball season with it being Molina, Wainwright, and now they re-signed Pujols in St. Louis.
Yeah.
All three of those guys, presumable last season. Like, Pujols hit a moonshot the other day for he's got 680 home runs now. And it was like he never left, man. Just wild. It's wild. Guy way past his prime, but just bringing all the feelings back. I watched that guy grow up, watched him, have a Hall of Fame career at St. Louis for 11 years.
Yeah.
Which is perfect timing for universal DH, right? Do you think he comes back to St. Louis if there is no universal DH?
No chance.
Right.
Chance.
So it really just made it possible for him to do it.
Yeah, because he wouldn't have gotten, he's likely going to need probably 300 or 400 plate appearances to get those last 20 home runs to get to 700. And he wouldn't have got that without a DH spot, right?
No. Oh my gosh. There's too much E in that drink.
No, more. As soon as I read her comment here, all I saw is Jim Carrey go, "Silence of the Lambs." She says, "My in-laws decided that we're going to medieval times."
I've been practicing my cable guy impressions.
Cable guy.
Why did you sound like the Swedish chef there?
Stop. I didn't. Screw you guys.
Abe says, "What do you think of the promos for the 4th?" I think we're all kind of meh.
Yeah, Blue Milk Luke is meh. The keychain looks cool. Like, it looks like the best car. I like that, but I really hope there's something else.
Yeah.
Well, right.
I hope it's another vignette. I know we had heard that they were doing away with those, but
yeah.
So if it's a vignette, what do you think they do?
What haven't they done yet? Right.
Right.
I mean, do they do something for Mandalorian? Do they do?
Oh, they could do another Tatooine from the Mandalorian.
Do another Tatooine one.
Perfect.
Yeah.
They could do, like, what if they did Camino from the Clone Wars? How cool would that be? Or Mustafar or something,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With Kenobi coming up. I don't know. Hopefully it's something like that. I also heard that Lego re-signed or re-upped their Star Wars license for 10 years, but it does not include any collectible minifigures, is what I read. So no Star Wars minifigures anytime soon.
Interesting. I mean, I guess not interesting. I guess you would hope that it would change, but where does that still reside? The ability to do that? Is that Hasbro?
I think Hasbro still has it with the.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no reason why they wouldn't let it go or allow the license to be, reduced kind of thing. So,
Brick Doctor is off. We'll see, buddy.
All right, buddy. We'll see you later, Brick Doctor.
Have a good one.
I think we're going to be wrapping up here pretty soon, too. I am complete.
Already? Oh, yeah.
I am complete. He is spent.
I'm spent.
What do you think of that one, Kip?
I like it.
It's it kind of surprises you, huh?
Yeah, I think I got to try to do lights in it, though.
Yeah, the eyes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't remember how like blocky or it is inside by the eyes in there.
It's not terrible. Like it, take that white out just so it's dark again, and then just run just one little LED behind each light. I think it'd look cool.
Oh, it definitely would.
Yeah, but it's nice. It's all right. I mean, I like it. I like it more than I thought I was gonna.
No, like we said before, it's in person.
Yeah.
You know, they do look much better than any of the box art or promotional images show.
Yeah.
Now that they've hired the right person to stop leaks, they should hire the right photographer.
Yeah, exactly. Wonder what it would look like if a guy tiled the helmet, though.
You don't like the studs?
I don't mind them, but I wonder what it would look like tiled. It might look okay.
Yeah, mine.
I don't remember. Would they offer the right pieces to do that in there? In black, probably, right?
Yeah.
I think so. I would think so.
Yeah, I would think that would be. I think that would be plausible that they could do it.
You could totally do it. All you need is like the little jumper one over here. One stud. Oh, yeah. Oh, you could totally do this, I think. Maybe I'll try that. See what it looks like tiled. Just looks like you got a bad haircut with all the studs up there right now.
Well, then if you tile off the top, it's going to be even taller than 7 inches, even more.
Yeah, be like 7 and a quarter.
It's going to be incredible.
Brian asked, does anybody know why the TIE Fighter went up in value so quick?
Don't.
Which one? Like the UCS one?
I'm guessing he's talking about the UCS one.
I do not know.
I go the goofy thing. Like we said, it's just like buying a bloody house.
Yes, it is.
Oh, the helmet.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Probably because it was an exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
Did it go up?
I think it did after it retired.
Oh, yeah, okay. You know, for whatever reason, I had in my head Luke Skywalker's helmet there. But no, the TIE Fighter helmet. So it's still one of my favorites, I think.
The tie? It is
Yeah.
my favorite. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't done the Mandalorian one yet, but
Yeah.
Yeah, the TIE Fighter is another one that's tough because it's just like the Dark Trooper. It's all black. So it's, it's harder to see the details in it when you're further away.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all pretty cool, though. Nice little piece. That'd be good in a movie room. Have these around the top of the movie room or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think Trevor's got his all like in a bookshelf.
Yeah.
Like one of those narrow bookshelves. It looks really good.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well.
They're going to have to come out with more helmets in different themes, right? We've got a lot of Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
They're really going to have to start bringing out more Marvel and other stuff.
So, like, look at that one. Now, if they truly have the Transformers license, can you imagine them doing, like, an Optimus helmet? That'd be killer.
It would sell well. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, something new and tasty. Well, I think we're going to call her for the night. You guys good with that?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Finish this sweet little promo there.
There
This
she is.
epic build.
Mangled up
The trees
sticker.
are nice. Very nice trees.
Sticker.
Very nice tree.
What was the sticker element in that? And the tile?
Just the tile, yeah, the plate tile. Same as Amelia Earhart. She had a sticker on the tile, I think.
Mm.
Well,
It's not bad though. It didn't get too creased up.
oh, good. Good.
So, do you guys want to see Wolverine real quick before we end?
Yeah, let's see it.
100%. Look at this. Get on the ground.
Back.
Lift with your legs.
You gotta pull all the freaking plates off of there.
Look at the size of this.
What'd you say?
I said, look at the
make it
size of
bigger.
this thing. You should have started building it outside.
Yeah.
Because I feel like this is Last of the Mohicans. Where it lays, it stays. Like it stays where it lays.
Plates are going everywhere.
Just pick it up. You'll find them later.
Yeah, right?
They're over there by the McLaren parts.
Yeah, it's not a carpet.
Jeez Louise, look at
Do
them.
we have any music we can play, like in anticipation?
You should get a fold-out table. Here comes the big lift. Jeez Louise, man.
Oh my god. The size of this thing. That's so
That is
awesome.
cool.
That's so good.
So just got his face. You can see right down here.
Yeah.
And then the one of the claws is finished off right here.
Yeah.
That's what 9,000 pieces looks like.
That is, yeah. It's gonna be impressive.
Oh, it's gonna
Yeah,
be
to
awesome.
say the least.
So it's quite large compared to Obi-Wan. You can see.
Yeah.
There is a size difference, correct. Are you still waiting on parts? You got them all.
No, I got them all. With the plates, I think I am gonna try and do some additional variation with some different part types when I get done.
Yeah.
With the plate work, just because it's so big, it's not going to wash out the picture.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had to there. I had to go.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Even if it
Way to
didn't make
nail it.
sense.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us as always, everybody. And yeah, we'll see you next time and stay safe.
Bye.
Take care, everybody.